players to think about what your character would do in the situation, as long as it's respectful to the players in the game, but what would be what your character do, and even if it's not, winning. And I'm a player as well. I'm running it, so to speak. I'm helping to guide the story, and I wrote the bones of the story, but it's my characters, my players, who are going to flesh it out completely. I'm going to be playing some NPCs, some non-playable characters. Those non-playable characters are characters that the playable characters, these guys, are going to interact with. Some of them are important, some of them are just, whatever. And I'm running the bad guys because you got to have something to fight. Yeah. But not each other. Again, no PvP, no player versus player. Royale. No paladin versus rogue, which we don't have either of those anyway. But
cleric v barbarian.
That's the closest we got, right? Cleric and barbarian.
It's gonna be him against her against me though.
That's there is some friction in the group that could occur. That's gonna be kind of fun. But it's about telling hopefully a compelling story. If it were just about people sitting around and saying I killed the dragon in one sword blow, well, that's not really fun or interesting for anybody to play or to watch, and that's where the dice come in. So as a dungeon master, anything my players say they would like to do, if it would require a little bit of effort or a little bit of luck, I'll tell them to roll a dice, particular dice in multiple situations. Most of the time it's going to be a D20. And on their character sheets, they have modifiers they'll add to their D20 rolls depending on their strengths and their weaknesses. So we have probably some good strengths. I would imagine that Father's half-orc, which we'll get to in a second, probably is very strong, so he might be somebody to do that. But we might have somebody who's highly intelligent, like the wizard, and Father Ken's character might not be the one to ask an intelligence question on you. The group might toss it to the person who's the most intelligent, and so they have to work together as a team to do those things. And so the goal is to have fun. We hope that you all have fun watching as well. Now I'm going to have us go down the line real quick. Please introduce your characters, your name, your race, and anything else that you would like the audience to know, because we're going to kind of be providing narration, so to speak, the text between the dialogue. We'll be doing that with our characters as well throughout the game. So if you ever feel the need to say, well, my character's backstory is this, so then she does, or then he says, you do that as well. So Matthew, go ahead.
All right. My character's name is Rular, son of Arladin, and he is a protector Azamar. Azamar, however you want to pronounce that. And he's also a cleric, which means that he gets his powers from some sort of divine entity. In this case, it is Bahamut, which is a dragon god of like goodness, like life. Basically, my character stands for justice and protecting the innocent and protecting life in all of its forms. But if it comes necessary to destroy life to protect others, my character will take those actions to do so.
Awesome. Okay, keep on going.
My character's name is Axel, I add, but we shorten it to Axie because we like people here. She's a water Gensai, which basically means she's human and half water elemental, which is basically just a being of whatever element, in this case water. And she's got daddy issues. That's the best thing I can say about her parents, but she's running for her parents. So she's a monk, which means she just prays a lot to stuff, and
monks are kind of like the martial artists of the D&D world.
She one-shots everything with punches. Basically.
Yeah. All right.
My character's name is Sesame Bloodgood. She is a dark elf drow. She's also a wizard who is currently running away from her parents. The opposite of hers. I don't want to be around my parents. She kind of has this weird complex where she thinks she's better than everyone because she's an elf and also can do magic. So, yeah.
Cool. All right, Father?
I am playing Boniface, the half-orc barbarian. He is a berserker barbarian, so like the uber barbarian, and in that, so very much, smashes things. He's a very easily distracted character. He loves small hats. He loves anything that looks pretty. Big hulking guy. Very much desires to do the good. Very much big, good, lovey guy, but overkill. Just everything overkill. Yeah, chop down a tree to save the cat from the tree. That kind of guy.
Fantastic. Okay, so I want to do a quick little check. Producers, am I still looking at this camera, or have we moved to that one? Still this one? Okay, great. Okay. Whew. All right. I hope that we have at least some viewers at this point. But anyway, I'm really excited to get started. Are you guys ready?
There you are.
All right. I called this adventure Better Not Cry.
With a K, right?
With a K.
Special.
A cold, full moon hangs in the cloudless winter sky. Stars glisten everywhere across the deep shade of blue night. We turn our gaze down to the valley town of Hildebottom, which lies at the foot of the mountains of the Alpa Mountains. Nestled high into the rocks, the nooks and crannies of the mountains, is the town of Alpania, about half the size of Hildebottom. Both towns are visible in the distance, for the torches and bonfires blaze brightly tonight for the Yuletide Festival. We make our way down quickly into the town of Hildebottom. A raging bonfire in the middle of the town lights up the square. A performance is taking place, but not one where the audience is quiet and rapt attention. The townspeople, including our party, are gripping hot cups of cocoa, bundled in closely together, and laughing and jeering merrily as it plays out. In the play, a Goliath, dressed in a strange costume, obviously supposed to be some kind of monster. On his head, a stringy, black-haired wig with 2 ram's horns, each horn obviously from a different ram. They couldn't, it's sort of like broke in and then put on a new one and stuff. Over his shoulders, a tattered black cloak. On his back, a wicker basket, obviously some maid's laundry basket. In one hand, he wields a few birch branches, and the other, a small length of chain that he drags on the ground. On his feet, wooden clogs that the cloven hooves of an animal have been attached to. He chases an adult gnome in circles. The adult gnome is dressed up, though, to look like a little child. And he says, "I'm gonna get you. You've been bad this year, Clerpy." And the little gnome says, "Oh no, oh no!" And he runs around in a circle. And the children of the village, little halflings, little humans, little half-elves, little dwarves, they all shout, "Go away, Krampus, go away!" This is the legend of Krampus being played out. You guys are mingling in the crowd. As you are watching all of this, is there anything that you would like to do? Is there anything that you would like to try to add to the performance? Let's just start down here as you're watching. What are your thoughts?
So I'm just vigilant to make sure that nothing bad is going on because, protect the innocent kind of thing. So I'm having fun, but I'm keeping an eye out to make sure that nothing nefarious is going on, like, pickpockets or whatever.
Okay.
I'm gonna just kind of stand in the background on the outskirts because I don't like loud noise, and I'm just gonna be kind of watching the sidelines like him, making sure nothing's going wrong, keeping my perception up, but just having fun, sipping cocoa. It's a great time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just standing in the crowd, watching the performance, not really thinking much of anything else.
Boniface is up there, front and center, right in the middle, like squatted down. Like he's a big guy, so like all the children have to like move around him because he's blocking their view. But he is enthralled by what is going on. Just riveting performance by these professionals.
Good. So yeah, you are an adventuring party, and let's say that you've just been making your way through the wilderness, and you know that the Yuletide festivals are going on this year. You knew that this was happening, and so you've all sort of stopped in this town to take in the festivities, having a great time. And now, throughout the play, Krampus grabs Clerpy, then a dwarf dressed as a child, and runs about, and Krampus clutches him, and he's trying to fit them all in this basket on his back. Then a halfling runs around, and Krampus catches him. Then a loud voice rings out from the other side of the bonfire. Ho, ho, ho! Krampus seizes in fear. A tall half-elf steps out from behind the fire, dressed in deep red robes. His beard is obviously fake, and his belly superficially stuffed to make him look overweight. "Begone, Krampus!" he booms. "I'll go For now, until next year, shouts Krampus as he makes his way out, going through the crowd and getting a few scares in with the kids as he goes. This Father Yuletide steps forward, and so does some people kind of look around. Oh, is it the time? Okay. And they all run around, a bunch of people sort of running and get in place behind Father Yuletide. And they all hum. Children, take care, please be aware, all that you've done will come to bear. Have you been good, done as you should? Those who have not, it's understood. Krampus will come, looking for some. You are not safe, best that you run. You're on his list, not what you wished. This Yuletide night, you will be missed. Lock up your doors, hide in your bed, pray in the night. You don't take flight. Every little boy and girl must listen. Every little boy and girl must listen. If you believe you've been reprieved, don't lose your face. Next Yuletide Eve, be of good cheer, show how you feel. Don't, if you forget, your fate is sealed. Now that you know, reap what you sow. You have been warned. You have been warned.
Hernandez!
Suddenly a scream pierces the night from a distance. Some townfolk look about in dismay, but some intuit that it came from somewhere in the Alpa Mountains. What do you do?
I draw my mace and just kind of like go on guard, just looking to see if I see anything out of the ordinary.
Very nice, Greg.
I'm gonna gather all of the children up and plop them behind Boniface and say, "Protect, please." I'm gonna go see what that was. Are you coming with me?
Sure.
All right, let's go. Can you protect the townspeople?
Yes.
You two protect the townspeople.
I'll protect the children.
Yeah. Boniface, it took him like a solid, like, way longer than should to realize this is part of the performance. And once he realized it is, axe drawn, like he's got his hand axe, he's ready for this. He is ready to mess it all
Let's
up.
go.
Okay, so that little gnome who played the first child comes up to you and is like, "Hey, hold on there. All right, listen, that came from way, way, way up there. That was Alpania for sure. Wait, let me just check. Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay?" And everybody does kind of look around. They're kind of checking their kids and making sure that they have everybody, making their way into homes and coming back out. And it's like, yeah, it wasn't us. Wasn't here. So he goes, yeah. Listen, you guys are that adventuring party that we invited in here last night to join us, right? Yeah. Well, thanks. Listen, hey, maybe you should get up there, huh? Maybe you should check out what's going on. They're good people up there. The people of Alpania, they're good people.
Huh?
All right.
We should probably do that.
Two of us
I
will
agree.
go. Two of us will stay, just in case anything happens down here. How's that sound?
Yeah, well, the big guy. What's up with you, big guy?
Is Father Yuletide coming?
Yes, Father.
Father Yuletide's coming.
Well, Father Yuletide, he came already. Did you catch that part?
He's coming to the mountains.
Oh, well, tell you what, if you all go, maybe he'll give you something good in your stocking, if you be a good boy.
I have the biggest stocking.
Oh, I bet you do.
Is there a reward for doing this?
Listen, it's not my business. You should ask the people of Alpania, okay? If it's their problem, I'm sure they'll give you something for it.
He's probably right. There isn't
But
anything going on
why
here.
are you trying to get us out of here? We just want to protect you, and we're doing nothing but helping you.
So when you say that, the Goliath who had been playing Krampus, he comes around the corner and he's like, "What's that?" And he takes out a huge axe and he's like, "What? Somebody say something about protection? Like, what? You don't think I can handle that,
I think
Miss?"
they'll be fine.
Yeah.
I think they'll be fine. They'll be fine.
I take one look at the axe and go, "Yep, it's time for us to go."
Hey, mom, and then another Goliath is like, "What?" It's like, "I don't think they think that we can." What? Hey, Bradley, and then another. This could just go on and on. So, do you guys gonna make your way up to the mountains?
Yeah. We'll head up
Okay.
there.
Now, this is nighttime, so you are making your way through the night, and yes.
I used the light cantrip to light my mace up, and I'm just holding it up like a torch.
Okay.
I have
Awesome.
no problem staying in the dark.
Do I have dark vision?
I think we all have dark vision.
You tell me.
Except for you might not have. No, Dennis,
I
I don't have
dead
that.
side.
Gentiles don't have
I
dark
don't
vision.
think I do.
Well, I have a
I
light.
can cast darkness though, so does that mean I get darkness?
No, darkness is darkness.
I know, but I took half of the darkness.
True that. So, long story short, where I see you guys going with this, is he's got a light cantrip, which is to say a cantrip is a spell that you could cast at will. So a lot of spells that they have, they can only cast a certain number of times, but a cantrip is one they can cast whenever they want, as many times as they want. So cast light, which gives you some light along the way if you can't see it. Some of the characters have dark vision, especially Sesame is a dark elf, so she thrives in the darkness, so she's doing great. And you guys are making your way. And okay. So here's what you encounter as you're going through the wilderness, in the dark, in the cold. Two men dressed in what us here on planet Earth in our reality recognize as looking like Eskimos, dressed in fur-lined coats and big bags slung over their shoulders. They are sort of encountering you. They're coming from the town, walking past you. They're not really acknowledging you, but they are just walking by with the big bags over their shoulders.
Excuse me? Did you hear any screams or did you see anything?
What did you scream?
Oh, no, we did hear that though. What?
What's in your bag?
Meat,
Can
oil.
I see the inside of it, please?
Yeah, sure. So he opens it up. It's got big flasks of lamp oil, and it's got some packaged up meats, and it obviously doesn't need to be that refrigerated because it's freezing out here. Mm-hmm. It's like, would you guys like to trade for anything? Do you have anything that you would? That's what we do.
Just can I roll perception just to make sure that that's everything in there, or is that?
Yeah, sure. So now she's going to she wants to make a perception check. So she's going to roll a d20, add a perception modifier, and if there's anything amiss, depending on how high the number is, 19. You from the way that you are asking sort of earnestly, they very earnestly, they take in good faith, they let you go through the bag, and you see nothing amiss in there. It is exactly what they're saying. Obviously, they have their personal effects in smaller bags, but in these big bags they're carrying, it's all meat, and it's all actual flasks of oil.
Thank you.
Sorry for bothering you, and I just flip them both with silver.
Oh, Merry Yuletide to you. He hands you a flask of oil.
Thank you.
Just Merry Yuletide. May that help you out in any circumstance that you may come across.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so write that down. You get a flask of oil. Okay, and a couple hours go by. You guys are still making your way through. I mean, it's pretty cold. It's pretty difficult, but you are on your way. And then you come across a huge chasm. Big opening. It looks maybe 10 miles long. So it's going to be really hard to get around that. Yes?
Can I do an Elsa and use the snow to make a bridge out of ice?
Okay, so yeah, I was going to say, so it's about 300 feet wide.
Oh.
So is that what you would like to do?
That is definitely what I would like to do.
Okay, so she's a water Gensai, which means that she can control water, and since ice is a form of water, I'm going to allow her to have some manipulation of that. Let's see. Role play it out for me. Tell me how it. Tell me what you do.
She kind of waves her arms around, collects a lot of the snow around her. Hey, can you help me get some snow?
Boniface just like piles it. Like,
Alright, that's perfect.
I'm using my shield
Can
as like
I use it to like kind of turn it into normal water and then shoot it across, freezing it?
Let's see. I'm gonna say you can control the water in the state that it's in,
Okay, so-
but if you want it to become back to liquid water, you might need to figure out a different way to do that.
Who has the fire pit?
Cheers, yeah.
What do we? I just need.
I have. Oh wait, hold on.
Okay.
It's not actually fire. Never mind.
I can cast Firebolt on around.
Yes.
Okay, so Firebolt as a cantrip.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Firebolt.
do you have that little spell card so you can see what it looks like? Go and hold it up for the audience so they can see what Firebolt sort of looks like as an animated spell card. So Firebolt is a cantrip. It's just which means she can cast it whenever she wants. It's a little pew pew of fire, and so go ahead and describe what happens and how you cast it and what it looks like as you're trying to accomplish it.
Waving my wand about in random spots, sometimes a little bit too far for anyone to reach it, just to see if they'll go out of their way to go get that far in water, and just like almost nearly missing a few like their feet or something, just seeing just to mess with them.
Okay, so explosions of fire are popping up, puddles of water are appearing. This goes on for a little while. You got plenty of water at your disposal. So how are you?
I'm gonna move it across, and since it's freezing outside, now there's a bridge, which means it'll freeze.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna hold it there until it freezes.
Okay, that doesn't take long. It's super cold out, and so you guys all make this. She makes this water bridge.
As they do, Boniface still, as they're melting all this water, Boniface is still holding all that snow he just collected. All this hard work, just standing there, lone tear, single tear. Sets it back down and just across the bridge.
Okay, go on.
I take one look at the pile he left there, and I cast firebolt on it just to melt that.
Okay, phew, just all right. Okay, so it is an ice bridge, so it is going to be a little difficult to get across. So I'm going to have everybody make an athletics check, or any other comparable check.
Acrobatics?
Yeah,
Acrobatics? Okay, okay. Athletics or acrobatics to make your way across without slipping. And first of all, before you tell me your roll, tell me the order that your party is in.
Boniface is going first.
Yeah,
Naruto
I'll go last.
Okay, first,
I'll go right after him.
second, third, fourth. Okay, so now, as they're doing this roll, I'm getting what's called the difficulty challenge rating in my head. It's a number between 1 and 20, and so I'm kind of calculating in my head how difficult would it be to walk across an ice bridge, and I've got that number in my head. They're going to tell me what they rolled, and I'm going to tell them how successful they were at getting across
I'm on my
with their
stomach,
rolls.
and I'm just like using my mace like an oar, and I'm just like pushing myself along the bridge.
Okay, well, I'm going to start with first. Okay, I like that, but
18.
okay, you are going to make it across wildly successfully. Tell me how you look when you're doing
Just
it.
like barrel down, arms back, full Naruto run.
Okay, it's
He's
super
yelling
easy.
the whole time, just guttural scream.
He's practically ice skating.
He's exactly.
Okay, and Rular.
I'm like rowing myself across. I have it 19 by the way.
Okay.
And I'm just like rowing myself across on my belly, like shield down, like I'm laying on my shield like it's a sled and just.
Easy, and you look like the Jamaican bobsled team. It's
Oh, yeah.
running's all up in here. All right, and who's third? Okay.
I have a 19, and I'm making it look so easy to walk across this bridge. I'm basically floating. Like, I'm so graceful at this point that, like, you guys aren't sure that it's actually made out of ice.
I'm fairly sure.
I mean, I was really hoping for something bad to happen. What'd you get?
I got a 20 because
Oh, okay, all right. So again, it's amazing. How does it
I'm
work?
just gonna like literally take some ice behind me and just push myself.
Oh, okay. You just okay.
I'm literally launching myself across the bridge.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, it all happens very spectacularly and maybe a little bit overkill, but it's beautiful. It's wonderful. Okay.
Can we show me this bridge?
Do you want to break it?
I want to break it.
Well, I'd like to keep some of the ice, so just okay.
I just hit the bridge with my mace really hard.
All right. So.
Just so nothing follows us.
Oh, well, hold on. Roll a d20 and see if you are effective at breaking the bridge.
15.
Okay, yeah. You hit it. This nice solid crack right in the middle, and you see like couple of cracks come off of it, and slowly sections start to break off until it's just not stable enough where the whole thing falls. Hopefully, you won't need that later, or at least you won't need it.
That was such a nice bridge, though.
We can make it again.
Okay, so the rest of you guys are bound and determined to make it up there, and as you do, as you're making it back up into town, the very, very faintest of morning light is starting to come up from the mountain. So it's behind the mountain, so no direct sunlight yet, but the morning sun is slowly starting to come up as you make your way into Alpania. The town is in mourning. Men and women everywhere are crying. Everyone make a perception check for me real quick.
Yep.
Go ahead.
12.
14.
What'd you get?
16.
Okay.
10.
Okay. All right. Well, you all noticed something that may not be super obvious, but it is in stark contrast to Hildebottom. There don't appear to be any children around, and the adults, especially adults of parenting age, seem to be particularly distressed. A human male wearing a fancy fur coat notices you and runs up to you. Hail and well met! Are you adventurers by chance?
Yes, sir. What is going on here?
Oh,
Happened.
I would love to explain everything. Please, follow me. He's leading you through town. Again, you're looking around and you're seeing signs of something. Like there's sort of like doors and windows kind of hung open, and people essentially look like parents, couples, crying in various positions. Yes.
Can I look at him and say, by chance, was there some sort of monster that came through here, like a Krampus sort of figure?
Oh, as soon as you say that, I mean, some people like gasp, and like you see some parents kind of like either run away or like stand up defensively. Yes, can we please talk in my mansion? And he takes you to this nice mayorly mansion, and he makes you all comfortable. Would you like anything to drink?
Just some hot cocoa, if you have some.
Of
Very
course,
cold.
it's a specialty around here. Of course, yes. What would you like?
Hot tea would be fine, thank you.
Okay.
I desire no hydration.
Oh, all right. And as he snaps his fingers, a young male human walks in, and he whispers the order, and he goes off. And as the mayor explains what's going on here, you all get your drinks. At last night's Yuletide festival, our actor who usually plays Krampus got sick, and no one could find the costume. We couldn't remember where we put it last year, and everyone was just scrambling. And I just so happened to look out my window, and I see this figure out in the snow, and it looks exactly like an actor playing Krampus. And so I hail to him, and I say, "Are you coming back from our festival and going somewhere? Listen, we don't have a Krampus right now. Can you please play our Krampus, please?" He didn't say a word. He just nodded to me and came into town. Well, I'm not superstitious, but I think it was the real Krampus.
I'm not surprised at all, because something like that, there are monsters out there that would definitely do that, and if all of the children are gone because all of these people are parenting age, all of the children are gone. That's correct.
Well,
And
so that's what happened. He came in, and as soon as he got into the firelight, everyone got a little bit uncomfortable because it didn't look like he was wearing a costume. It all looked attached and real. And as soon as it started, he started actually grabbing children and actually putting them in a cage. It was a cage. It was huge, and he was actually stuffing children
He had a full-size cage.
into a cage on his back. It was terrifying, and believe me, we tried to stop him. All the able-bodied men, they grabbed their weapons, they came out, and he glared at us. His eyes glowed red, and everyone who tried to approach him just couldn't do it. They just ran. As you could tell, that probably we're all in quite a bit of shock. We saw him make his way further up the mountain.
We could hear screams all the way down from the town below.
Yes, that were the mothers.
Wait a minute. If they got this town, then what's to stop Krampus from going to the...
I don't know. I can't speak for Hildebottom. All I know is that we saw him take our children up the mountain.
And it's probably the best place to go. Is there any cave systems or anything you know about up there?
Oh,
That might be a good
sure,
place.
of course. Yes, there's plenty of caves. There's even rumors of, again, I'm not superstitious, but there's even rumors of ice dragons up there. But none have been seen for well, that's my great-grandfather never even told stories about ice dragons, so who knows? But listen, I feel like this is my fault. Okay? Is there any way, What can I offer you to make you take this, please?
Nothing. Nothing. You don't have to offer us anything. All you can offer us is just a place to come back to.
Oh, of course, of course.
Just please protect this place. We will go get your children back.
Well, let's. This is a job, guys. Let's be reasonable about this one.
We don't need to pay for this. We just.
Boniface comes up behind Sesame and just kind of like grabs her, just like picks her up, and starts walking out the door. He's like visually, just like, obviously, he's furious.
I'm yelling out the door. How about 100 gold? I'll do it for 100 gold.
Listen. If you bring back our children, there's no telling what generosity may come from the townspeople. Just rest assured there will be something waiting for you here.
Thank you. That would be wonderful.
Yes.
But either way, we'll go find your children.
I'm at the doorway. Just go like this.
Okay, so the mayor leads you out, and he opens the door, and there definitely have been people. The rumors seem to have already gotten around the town. There's a lot of people gathered around the mayor's mansion, and he steps inside, looks at you, looks out, and says, "They'll do it." And the crowd, it's not really erupting into applause. There's definitely just more of just sighs of relief, and there's nods as people sort of like motion to gather. And each of you gets a potion of lesser healing. It's all that they could muster up. So write down, you have a potion of lesser healing. It gives you 2d4 plus 2 HP. So in a situation where they get hurt, they can take an action to drink their potion of lesser healing to get 2d4 plus 2. Sorry, 2d4 plus 2 HP back.
Excuse me, town folks. Thank you so much. But the mayor told us they saw the Krampus figure heading up towards the mountain. Is there any other information? Is there anything other that you guys saw?
Oh, lady! There's a dwarf. It's like I found where his tracks went. I can help you with that. And he starts to lead you. And as you're walking by one of the houses, you hear a small voice from inside the house call down, "Hold on, wait!" And it is a child. It's actually a very little halfling child, and you see him like at a window. He's like waving at you to stop for a second.
I stop and instantly go to him. What is it, little one?
Hold on. And you wait a couple minutes, and he comes out, and he looks like has been very ill for a while, but
I look at him. Can you fix this?
He's bringing some things to you, but he's like kind of limping and kind of wait. And he hands each you a little like a leather pouch. Here, take these. My grandmother makes this spiced cocoa every Yuletide. It's a special family recipe. It may bring you luck. And his mother runs out. He's like, no, get back in here.
As he's going, Boniface takes his hat off and like sets it on.
I give him my potion of lesser healing and say, if this helps, thank you.
We've already tried that, says the mother. But thank you, please. Go find his brother, would you?
We will
Please.
do everything in our powers here. We will bring him back.
Okay, so she takes the little halfling boy back inside. The spiced cocoa that you have has the ability to give you a little bit of halfling luck. When you drink it for 10 minutes, you can re-roll a 1. If 1, it only works once. You can re-roll a 1 if you roll a 1. But it only works for 10 minutes from the moment that you drink it.
Is it like in thermoses to keep it
Yeah,
warm? Or?
yeah. It's in like these nice little leather pouches, and yeah.
I just keep that leather pouch.
Yeah. So the dwarf leads you to some tracks. And they're these big cloven hoof marks, and they're wide apart. It would not be confused with some other animal or anything, and it's pretty easy to make your way there. Now you make your way up the mountain for a little while, and there's like this hill that goes up, and you climb your way up the hill, and you make it up to the top, and you see a little dip, a little valley that leads eventually to more mountain. And inside this valley are birch trees and snowmen. Be right back.
Snowmen? They're definitely Yetis.
No, do not touch the snowmen. They might be guards or the eel type. You guys, all of you.
Like visibly excited. He's like,
They might be guards. They might be bad. Be careful around the snowmen. Please. I will see if they are natural. If they are not natural, I will literally disintegrate them into little piles of sad snow.
Okay, so don't pay attention to the stone. This is just what we have, which were these little dungeon tiles that we were able to purchase with some donated funds. But go ahead and put your characters starting at this end, and this is the valley. All right, I'm gonna get a new mic here while you guys sort of set your guys up. Okay, I'll kind of wait till I get the okay of when to go. But yes. Special thanks to the Tabletop Club. They let me borrow their little trees, which were perfect for this. So
that is awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay, give me 1 second here. All right. Thank you.
You'll be able to hear them in a second.
Cool. Okay, so everybody start at the closest square. Each of these squares, and some of the squares are kind of divided up into smaller squares, but they're all generally one square. The closest square towards me starts somewhere over there. Now, Evelyn is probably the only one who is not 100% fully aware of the actions you can take during your turn, but in each round lasts 6 seconds, and each round everybody has their turn of what they do in that 6 seconds. And there are a certain number of actions they can take. They can attack, they can cast a spell, they can dash, which means that they use their whole action to move twice their speed. The speed is measured in feet. They can disengage from combat without an opportunity attack. They can dodge, which makes disadvantage on somebody else attacking. They can help somebody else, giving them advantage. They can try to hide. They can ready an action. They can say, if this thing happens, then my character does that, and if it happens, then it automatically happens for them. They can search, they can use a magic item, they can use an object, or they can use a special ability. So you have that wide plethora of things to do to make your way through this valley, and everybody roll initiative to decide the order.
Yes.
Whenever you've got it.
13.
Rular 13. Go ahead.
20.
She rolled a net 20. It's her first.
And you have your initiative bonus.
She has a 23.
23.
23.
I have. Wow.
Okay. Producers, just so you know, I'm not hearing anything through this. So
He also has a 23.
Yeah, Axie has 23 too.
okay. Who has the higher dexterity modifier?
I do.
I have 34.
Okay. So Axie will be technically first. I'll just Okay. Okay. So it is Axie is up first. So she has a certain amount of movement, and she's going to use that movement and decide just what to do with it. So go ahead.
I'm going to get close to the closest snowman and send a wave of like.
Okay, go ahead and move your character to do what you want him to do.
I'm gonna send an angry amount of like destroying snow and like basically like form kind of a fist of sorts and just the snowman.
You're gonna punch the snowman with snow?
Yes.
Okay. So to that one. Okay. Now what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you roll an attack, and but you're roll 2d20.
6 and 3.
Okay, well, you're attacking ice with ice, so this is at disadvantage. So it's a 3. And so you roll this giant snow fist comes flying at the snowman, and you see it like hit the snowman, and then it forms onto the snowman. The snowman just gets bigger, and but he's not moving or anything. But it is kind of this weird thing that happens where the snowman just got bigger, but he's not moving. Okay, Sesame, you're up.
I want to calmly walk up next to her as she's like still kind of figuring out what just happened, and I want to like just put my wand right against it and like try and melt it with firebolt. Just
Well,
to see what happens.
Firebolt goes what 30 feet?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
120 actually.
120. Yeah, you got plenty of space to cast a firebolt. So you're just gonna hit it with a firebolt. Okay. So go ahead and look at your card, and is that just a ranged spell attack?
It's a ranged spell attack.
Okay. So whenever you know what your modifier is for that, you can just go ahead.
It's
Father Ken.
Oh, it's me?
Well, no. Can you help her out real quick? She's trying to just cast firebolt.
2d10. So it's a roll. It's a d20 plus 5.
D20 plus 5. Okay. So go ahead.
I kind of said that.
You roll a 19. Yeah, that's definitely gonna hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
20?
2 d10s.
yeah, because you double the damage on it.
Help her out. Show her what D10 is.
This one.
All right.
What is snowman be vulnerable to fire?
You'll find out.
Okay.
That's 2 plus 1. 3.
You only got 3
A 2 and a 1.
Oh wow. Okay. So you hit this big snowman with this firebolt, and you see part of it melt, and then all of a sudden it's got these coal eyes, and it's got this little twig for a nose, and these little pebbles for a mouth. And the pebbles open up to these giant icicle fangs, and so it goes, and he looks pretty upset. Okay. Nope. All right. And great. So now it is number 2 is Sesame. Number 3 is Bonyface.
All right, so Bonyface, he was bounding towards this. He was having a good time until he saw those fangs. But he's Mr. Barbarian. He's got tons of movement. He's going to run up there, pulling out his great axe and just swing into town on it.
Okay, so go ahead and just to speed things up, if you're an experienced player, you can roll your d20 and your damage at the same time. And I'll tell you if you hit, and then you tell me how much it was.
That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit, folks.
With 8 damage.
Okay, great.
And then his second attack.
Because he's a barbarian.
21 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
For 8 damage.
All right. Fantastic. So you're just slashing just carving this thing up with your great axe, and just knocking off chunks of them, which is good because kind of added to that. And so pieces of him falling off. He's like, okay. And next is Rular.
So I'm gonna run just behind the two of them, just up enough that I can be closer to the snowman that's closest, and I'm going to use Toll the Dead, and so it hasn't been damaged. I have to know if it's been damaged for the spell.
Oh yeah.
It has been damaged?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I get to roll 1d12. It has to make a wisdom save of 15.
Okay.
Which, save is when, instead of rolling to avoid, or having some sort of armor class to avoid, it means you have to, like, shrug off an effect, essentially.
Okay. So, not much thinking power in this snowman's head. That's a 2.
Okay, so that's my 12. I need to find my 12. My 12 has disappeared.
There's like 30.
There it
There's
is.
30 in there.
There we go. Just couldn't find mine for some reason. Oh, yeah, I'm blind, it's fine. That's 4 damage.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It was right there.
It's a cantrip, so.
All right. So, describe what does Toll the Dead look like when it happens.
What it is there's this, like, eerie bell sound that just, like, rolls out across, like, the plane. And it's just like terrifying. It's just like a terrifying noise of like something that is not understood.
Okay, you said it was 3 damage?
Yeah,
Okay.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. So that dong happens, and he like kind of like his head kind of goes up, and like 2 of his icicle teeth fall out, and one of his little coal eyes falls out, and he's like, "Ugh!" Okay. And now we're at this guy. So he is going to thrash out at who's green and blue. Okay, so he's going to be making some attacks to you guys.
I have to dodge. That's my first question.
Well, that's going to be the action that you declare
Okay.
for the last round. So,
Is it light out now, by the way? Is it
morning. Well, the sun's trying to come up, but the mountain's so big that the sun's not directly coming down to you guys yet.
It's kind of like a twilight colored, like kind of like a.
Well, no, it's an orangish blue sky. If the mountain wasn't there, you would be in full sunlight. The mountain's so tall that it's going to be a little while before the sunlight actually
light,
comes.
though? Like, is it
Yes,
full light?
yes, okay.
Just
But well, I mean, sort of. You're not in direct sunlight.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah.
for green, for blue, 5 to hit. I'm gonna say that's probably a miss. Yeah.
That'd be my AC, so...
Correct.
Yeah, that's horribly.
Yeah, that's a miss. And to Bonnie Face, 15 to hit.
That's my AC.
Okay, that's a hit then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
The monk has a higher AC than the barbarian.
I forgot to. Oh shoot.
And I'm basically like wearing leather pants. And that's
We have to do the same on the clock, actually. I'm gonna leave it on the
All right, so you're gonna take Bonnie Face is going to take. Where'd that go? Where'd that go? I'm doing the thing that you did. Okay. Gonna take 1 piercing damage because it tries to bite you with its teeth. But you take 4 cold damage. So that's 5 damage total.
That's pretty cold of him.
Okay, back up to the top of the order. Axie, you are up.
This time I'm gonna use my nice, pretty little monk abilities. And I'm gonna yeet myself and punch the snoodle out of this thing using my... Because the thing about monks is they're all about fists. They're all about kicks and punches, and if you get punched by a monk, you're gonna have a bad time. So I'm just gonna
I love it.
take my fist and go.
All right, very good. Go ahead and start to roll for your attacks.
Alright. Do I have an extra attack? Yes.
Roll the 2. Okay, sorry, folks.
2 plus 7 to hit, so that'd be a 9.
Sorry.
Yeah, still.
So you were so thrown by your snow fist not working that your confidence is a little shaken, and so you throw that thing, and he like uses a little stick hand to like block that thing. Do you have another attack?
I have an extra, yeah.
Okay.
5 plus 7 is 12.
That hits. So roll for damage.
Now I'm going to roll a d6 plus 4.
Ooh, nice. What? 1 plus 4? That's not bad. All right. I mean, just so you know, the snowman's not looking good. Okay. All right. So it's got some. Do you punch it? Do you kick it? How do you hit it? All right.
Right in the center.
Okay, right in the center. So like this nice big, not quite a hole all the way through him, but like it's like. All right. Back up to Sesame.
I just want to ask, how badly damaged is this snowman?
In D&D terms, bloodied.
It's not actually bloody.
No. The DM sort of gives a signal to the players that they're past half hit points by saying that the creature is bloodied. So in this case, I mean, yeah, you can see he's bloodied, which is to say he's got some cracks in the snow, some pieces hanging off. Like I said, you've knocked out some of his teeth, one of his eyes is gone, so it doesn't look great.
He's like bleeding water.
So I'm going to stay where I'm at in terms of like far back, and I'm just gonna cast Firebolt again.
Okay, go for it.
Is it a D20?
Yes.
You know what you do.
13.
Plus 5. Yeah, you're good. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. Again, if you guys want to make things go faster, you can roll for the D20 and the damage at the same time.
7.
It's 2d10. Actually, it's
7 plus 9.
15.
Okay, great. Yeah, 15.
I think I get that done.
I'm just a little bit worried because we are very close to the point of impact of flames.
Okay, so boom, she casts that firebolt, and right as he's sort of like, he's like picking up some snow to fill the hole that you put in his heart, and he's like baring his teeth as this bolt of fire just comes out, boom, and he just like bursts into just like snow and everything, and go ahead and take off that little.
Is there any body at all, or is it just gone?
No, he just I sticky tacked him on there. So he pops, just bursts into snowy bits everywhere. It's actually kind of pretty because the snow is kind of sparkling down.
Merry Yuletide, everyone.
Okay, now that was Sesame, and now we're back up to Boniface.
Alrighty. So in this midst of a snowman that's left, he's going to run past over here. This fellow over here. And hack away.
Okay.
I'm actually going to attack recklessly. As a barbarian, and choose to attack recklessly.
Okay, which means explain that.
I will attack recklessly means all my attacks this turn will have advantage. However, all attacks against me until my next turn also have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It's a 21 to hit for 16 damage.
Okay, so you're taking with the great axe?
Yeah.
All right, so he just cuts right through this snowman because it's just a snowman, and then like in true anime style, you like, and it stays together until it slowly slides in half, and then just like.
Normal snowman. Just murdered the normal snowman.
Go ahead and take that.
Has no acknowledgement of this.
And he eats it. Just be careful. There's no sticky tack still left on it.
It's gonna be stale.
I should have. But you know what? You know what? For doing that, sometimes when players when they are really into character, when they do something that's really into character, DM could do something called granting inspiration. So just for his all-out recklessness and for pretending like it was no big deal that like he just killed a snowman, he's not like just trying to hide it and stuff. It's hilarious. I'm going to give Fatherkin advantage, and how I give my advantage is with candy, so that when you're encouraged to use your advantage, so that you can eat the candy. Right? So here you go.
Yes.
I know.
Uses their inspiration.
Yeah, it was one thing I found out like one time I played there. I was like, I can't wait to use it so I can eat it, and I was like, oh, brilliant. Okay, so now we're on to Rular.
All right. The one that's in the middle, the nearest middle one. I'm gonna move towards it, maybe about 20 feet away. Do you mind moving mine? Like right there. So I'm gonna move like my full movement to there.
What's your full movement?
30 feet. Is that about 30 feet?
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm just counting the squares from here.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna move there, and I'm going to go reveal yourself, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on it, which is a dex save of 15.
Okay. All right.
I'm like lifting my mace as I said. I'm just like, reveal yourself.
Okay. All right. That's a 20. So what was it that shot out?
It doesn't shoot. It fires down from the sky.
Okay. So as this, what is exactly?
It's like a beam of like. It looks like fire, but it's not really fire. It's like a holy magic fire.
Holy magic fire comes shooting down, and this snowman just sort of like rolls out of the way, just for like the bottom part just rolls, and it goes, and then it kind of like comes back into place, and you see its weird little like its little snowman smile like widen, and but its eyes narrow. And it stays in place though.
All right.
It's like
okay. That was Rular.
And it's not like it doesn't melt the snow or anything. It's not actual fire. It's just like
It's
magic.
just holy.
It's radiant damage.
Okay.
It's God on Mount Carmel.
So let's go ahead and move that snowman down towards Rular because now he rolls towards you, and he's going to make 2 attacks. Oof. Okay. So the first one, he like rolls towards you. See, like the bottom section rolls like really hard. The top 2 sections stay in place though, kind of like bouncing as he's coming at you with this big like wide icicle grin. And he slashes with his with his branch, but he slashes so hard that his bottom section just kind of also just like it just keeps going. It like kind of rolls past you, and so he's like, poof, and he's like, ugh. So that was really embarrassing.
That one.
It's a nat one. In D&D, you roll a d20 to determine certain things, and there's only two numbers that are definite successes or failures, no matter what your modifier is. If you roll a natural 1, which I did, no matter what your modifier is, you fail spectacularly.
Crit fail.
It's called a critical failure. And if you roll a natural 20, no matter what your modifier is, a natural 20 means a spectacular success. And that's up to DM discretion. But anyway, that was a crit failure. So he plops his way down, and so now he's only half of himself, so to speak. And but he still has his other attack, and that is a 17 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
All right, so
I have an 18 armor class.
So fantastic. So he tries to go for that bite with his big icicle fangs, and you've got such beefy, hefty armor that like his icicle teeth kind of like break on your armor, on your shield. Okay, so
I'm a smasher.
Whip your shield out, and his icicle teeth break on your shield. As you see him whip back, they grow back, but still didn't cause damage.
Yeah.
Okay, back up to oh wait. Yes, we are to Axie.
Yes. Hello. So, she's gonna go.
Can you support?
I have an idea. She's gonna yeet herself up.
You're gonna ban the word yeet from D&D. Please. Vocabulary.
She's gonna use her ability destroy water, cause the snowman's made of snow. So she's gonna take it and just go, no.
Okay. That's just a spell?
That's just a spell.
And let me just see it for a second. I love this. Okay.
It's level 1 transmutation.
Yeah. You destroy. Okay. 10 gallons of water.
Nuke its head.
So no, I like that. So she uses the spell, and its middle section like quickly like just bursts, so it's just his head. So it's like, and it's like, so he's super not happy.
And I use my second attack to just boot it across.
You have is multi-attack? Can you use spells?
No. Spell is its own action.
Yeah. Okay.
But you have can't you do like an attack with
I think
your
I can do like
with a bonus? I think
like with a
monks can do a bonus like martial attack.
Yeah.
Father can.
Yes. It's been a while since I played a monk. Let me see it real quick. You might have to have made the attack action. I know you have to for flurry of blows, but no, when you use the attack action. That's what I thought.
Okay.
So
Right.
Yeah.
So I mean that was still
Yeah.
pretty great.
So so much for booting it.
Oh.
All right,
If it's still there, my turn. I'll
Yeah,
boot it.
you're
It's
soccer
Sesame.
ball it.
Sesame, you're up.
The head is still there, right?
Yes, just a
So
little
is it moving or
gnashing
anything?
head. It's just like
Okay. So I want to walk up like
Do you
kind
have,
of
let's check your movement speed and then make sure you have that much movement on your turn.
where is
It
that?
should be like right on the front.
That would be.
should be 30. 30.
Yeah, I think it's 30.
Yeah,
Are they
probably.
30 feet? Okay.
Okay, so each of those squares is 5 feet, so go ahead and move.
Be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's 25. You still have one more.
There.
Now,
Okay.
you can do something from here, or you can dash, which means that you take your action to move your movement speed again. but you can't attack after that.
Okay. So, from there, then, I want to cast Mage Hand. I want to pick up the snowman's head.
Okay.
With Mage Hand, you only can cast it. You have to use your action again to move it.
Is it?
Yeah, you can cast it, but you have to use your action again to move it.
I believe you.
I think it's your bonus action to move it.
No, that's only for rogues with.
That's the fun guy.
It's a hand.
The arcane.
Trickster.
Not arcane. Yeah, it is arcane
Arcane
trickster.
trickster.
I'm thinking of the.
Let me just
arcane-
look this up real quick. I totally believe you. I don't want to get too hung up on this, though.
Yeah, it is action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actions. Use your action to control the hand.
And to everybody wondering about like why we keep saying different types of things, there are different subclasses of a certain class. For example, a monk can do Way of the Hand, which means it specializes in like fist fighting, martial arts, ki. My way is Way of the Shadow, which means I specialize in more dark areas, sneaking around, being stealthy. Wizards can do different things like that. Like, they can be like a more healing type wizard, or
Well,
like
actually, they can't heal.
well,
Wizards
fair,
can't
but
heal.
that's you know what I mean.
Yeah,
And-
clerics can do that.
Yeah, clerics can
Which is-
take, which he did, and so all of us have like different subclasses that we choose. Originally, you start out with a character just having like a monk, but eventually you do get to choose a different type of monk. Like, it's either Way of the Hand or Way of the Shadow. There are different types, but those two are the most basic.
There's also multi-classing, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah, we're not going to get into that.
So, it doesn't specify that these are two different actions. I think that once it's out there, because
With the action control and cast.
it lasts for a minute. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and do something with the mage hand. So
Okay.
you do the mage hand.
So, I would like to cast Mage Hand, and then I want to pick up the snowman's head,
Okay.
and I want to yeet it across the board.
Okay. So, again, with the word yeet. Now, anyway, how this works is there's like this ghostly hand is what she casts, and so she reaches out, grab it, and go ahead and throw it up to. Let's see. Let's see. It can. I tell you what. What it can do is, it can. Can't move more than 10. Can't move the hand to 30 feet each time you use it. Okay, you can. I'll let you, for all intents and purposes, go 30 feet with it. So go ahead. And,
So, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6.
okay, so you throw that head all the way across there 30 feet, and you see it just go because it's like it's spinning in the voice. So so like it hits the snow, but it stayed together, and it's still like okay.
It's just munching. Wait a minute.
That was
Snow eating snow cannibalism.
Sesame Boniface.
Boniface is just gonna keep running down, like, yeah, otherwise keep running. Great axe, like, dragging behind him, and just swings up and just plows into this next snowman.
This one?
Yep, and recklessly, of course, because we're
Is
a
everybody forgetting about
barbarian.
this one?
That's a 17 to hit
Okay, yeah, that'll hit.
for 11 damage.
Okay.
Let it be real. Let it be real. Let it be real. No. He's just gonna play this whole time, just like wailing regular
so
snowman.
nice big whammo as like it cries out in surprise and anger that you were able to pull that off without it, being able to get you first, and a big old chunks of him fall off, and he's like, ah! So that was a very upset one.
Then I'm
Actual
gonna take my
snowman.
second attack.
Okay, go for it.
That is only a 16 to hit.
Okay. Now the reckless thing, does that apply for both of the
Yep,
attacks?
it is all attacks for this. Yep.
Cool. 16 to hit makes it. Roll that
Oh,
damage.
sorry. 8 damage.
Okay, fantastic. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he
Oh
is.
my goodness.
I mean, like a big whammo. I mean, and this thing just has barely anything. It's like being held together by Christmas magic or something. That's all it's got. So you just like rip it up, and it's like Christmas magic. He's very upset. Okay, that is Rular.
No.
What a mood.
So
I don't have anything.
ones that are like in the middle, I'm gonna move up about halfway between them. Evelyn, do you mind moving mine?
Where
Yellow.
are you moving?
Can you move like halfway between where we are now? Like right there. That works. And the one, not the head, but like the full snowman that's there. I'm going to go, and you too, reveal yourself, and I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame again.
Okay.
And that's a Wisdom or a Dex save of 15. Sorry.
Okay. So, I mean, reveal yourself, and this happy snowman just obliterates and like holy fire.
I meant to do that.
Just explodes. Go ahead and take the one off.
Another foul creature destroyed.
Axel's just gonna stare at him like,
Okay.
my childhood.
No, nobody dares you to eat that, Father.
No, do you want that?
I'll eat it, yeah.
No, my God.
Yeah.
No. Stop.
You kill it, you eat it.
That's a card in Munchkin. Good times. Oh my gosh, folks.
That's a regular snowman.
I got nothing
Yummy
here.
snowman.
Okay.
They taste like Christmas.
Yeah,
That Christmas magic,
like
it's
peppermint
delicious.
flavor.
It's like gingerbread cookies.
Well,
that's
it is
stale
peppermint.
popcorn.
It is peppermint
It is
stale
really
popcorn.
It's actually good.
Okay.
I like it. I might buy some of that for
Y'all are
myself.
gross.
That was Bonnie Face Rular.
We-
Oh, that was
Oh,
just
he was
Rular.
just-
Sorry.
he was-
Now it is
Angry
the
snowman.
snowman head. The snowman head is going to see.
Dashed its teeth angrily.
Well, it can only move 3 spaces. So it kind of rolls on its side. It is like trying to bite at your ankles. That's all that guy can do. And with the little strength that the other snowman has, he's going to attack
With advantage.
big dude up there with advantage. I like.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I've got 4 sets of dice for that. Oh no, come back. Okay, I'll do this. The greens will be 1, and those will be okay. All right. Ooh, good thing I had advantage on that, because I rolled 2 not ones. So it's a good thing, and on both attacks.
for you.
Yeah. So
That's
they
so
are.
lucky.
I mean, they are 24 and 20.
Yep. They both hit.
Okay, so both of those will hit, and the damage for those duty dudes are 2d4. That's 4 slashing damage, and then you take 2 piercing damage. That's from the slashing damage from the tree branch swipe, and then he bites you with 2 damage, 2 piercing damage for the bite that also sinks down deep, and in your bones and your core you take 5 cold damage.
Oh, that must really suck, y'all.
It does.
Man, it's gotta be pretty icy.
Get it.
Okay, that is haha. Now we're back up to Axie.
All right, so, y'all.
They're taking the comprehensive approach.
You just how many
Are you
spell
doing-
slots do you have?
This
It's a.
is
as
this a
gna-
cantrip?
No, it's a level
It's
1
not-
spell.
but-
Oh, it's a level 1 spell.
Check your water ganassi, whether she
yeah,
can cast
I'll
it once
check.
per, or I'm not sure.
Yeah, I only have once. All right, never mind. So,
Come back next to me, it'll be fun.
Sticks.
Whoops, mistake
Okay.
for made.
okay, so
Punchy
I'm
time.
gonna take this man's and go.
That's the snowball head. That's just like the
I
head.
know. I'm going to boot it.
Okay, go ahead and roll to
I'm
attack.
just gonna play soccer with this snowball.
No, we should just put it in a bag and carry it around for the rest of the game.
Please.
Folks, this is real weird. I'm not gonna.
Getting dark.
I'm not gonna stop you. You're gonna boot it, or you're gonna keep it as a weird pet,
Can I?
like a
pick it
Walking
Wait,
Dead
wait,
type of
can I
situation.
make it-
We
can I
can
make
throw
it-
it in
Wait,
things.
can I roll animal handling and make it my pet?
I will allow that in your case because you control water. So sentient water
Yeah, go
seems
for it.
like in your case like an animal.
Yes.
Roll your d20.
What?
You said sentient
It's
water.
not enchanted. It's sentient.
Oh no. Well, I mean, for your intents and purposes.
Oh, just
Yes.
What's
I'm gonna
my
roll animal handling. Hold
What's
on.
we've got a Jake Dean again, color commentating sort of on his own, and also fellow DM. What are your thoughts, nice and loud, Jake Dean?
About whether or not they're allowed to keep this pet.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it might come back to bite them.
Oh! Okay, go ahead and make your animal handling
try
check.
to tame it. This is what I'm going to try to do.
Okay.
I have a 19 because I have a +4.
Okay, so now describe how
I'm gonna,
try to do this.
Mind meld.
Fold its frown into a
I'm just
smile.
gonna kind of like water, just like make a little thing of water. Just I am you. Hello.
How to Train Your Dragon it.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So at first, when you pick it up, he's like, "Argh, argh," and then he sees like you sort of like handle like floating water, and he's like, He stops trying to bite you.
I'm gonna pet him. Water.
You might need to spend a little bit more time with them, it seems, but for now, you've calmed him down. All right.
We won't eat this one. It's still alive.
We won't eat this one.
That's that was Axie. Okay, Sesame.
Okay.
He's my
Wow.
baby now.
Okay. I am going to. Let's see. How far is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna walk up to them. And am I allowed to like talk to them or?
Yeah, whatever. Since we're still technically in combat, every round is 6 seconds. Whatever you can say in 6 seconds would be your turn if that's how you want to use your turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna turn to her and say, "Are we gonna keep that?"
Yes.
That's your turn. Okay.
Cool.
Alright.
That's fine. And we're at Bonnie Face.
Bonnie Face recklessly swings at this little thing for a 26 to hit
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
for 10 damage.
And boom! He just bursts into snowy, fragmented shards. So you go ahead and take that guy off, and you have enough. Oh my gosh!
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, so he just smashes and
Next
he
time we
keeps
kill him,
running.
we'll throw it to you, Jake.
Still covered in the snow. He's wiping it off as he comes over and overhead at this next guy with
Alright.
2 hands, I guess. But
Go
anyways,
for it.
that is a 25 to hit for 16 damage.
Okay, so then he goes to this next one, and again, just like in an anime, he's just overhead, and it goes, and comes into 2 different parts and falls. And
I act as if it was real. I act as if it was real.
All right, and that is
Those
Bonnie
could
Face
be the chil-
Rular.
Those could be the children's snowmen.
You think he cares? You think Bonnie?
Yeah, Bonnie Face is about this overkill. This one over here had teeth, and that one bit him.
He's also
He's
killed 2
basically-
innocent.
These are your enemies, not your friends.
Okay, Rular, you're up.
Okay, so the one that's like behind us over there, I'm like, hey, we passed one, and I turn around, and I hold up my mace once more, and I go, die, foul creature! This one's definitely real, and I cast Sacred Flame again.
Boom! It explodes in glowy pieces of snow.
I killed it in 1 shot. Yep, that's what happened. Sure.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
he
need
can
to-
do it from a
I just
distance.
mean, just go ahead and take that guy off of the board. Cool.
Oh
my gosh.
We're gonna throw it to Jake, but
This
okay.
is ridiculous.
Join us. Next one.
Stop.
Yeah, next one, throw it to me.
Not what I thought you'd be doing. Also, they're going for, again, this is not a video game. They're going for like 100% completion. Like, kill all the guys.
Kill them all.
I'm not gonna
I'm
tell
just
them how to
running
play.
along the edge, being a cool guy, doing my thing.
Well, we don't want them to hurt the
Go for the
guy.
pincer.
Oh, that's all right. We're back up to Axie.
It looks tasty. I wonder if
Trying
it
to
tastes
tame
like
it.
All right.
I'm gonna make a little ball of snow this time using my shape water because that's a cantrip, and I'm gonna kind of like give it a little hat of snow, and just to make him happy.
All right. A hat of snow.
No, but basically it's like I'm doing another animal handling thing. I'm just trying to make it. Like,
Oh, sure. Okay. Roll a d20. Make a handling check.
9.
That's with your bonus.
Yes.
Okay. So you make this hat out of snow, and he puts it on his head, and he's like, Are you still holding on to him?
I'm kind of holding him like this.
Okay. He manages to get a little nip of your finger. You take 1 point of damage. Because he does bite your hand a little bit.
Just take a bite out of him.
What if I just
Just bite him back. Bite him back.
wait? Can I
Assert
do that?
dominance,
Do I-
bite him back.
Bite him back. Can she bite him
Take
back
like
with
a
a
chunk of
bonus
snow
action?
out of him.
He must learn.
You did your action. You made your little snow hat for your weird thing. Okay. Goodness.
Call the snowman.
Sesame.
So
You haven't used any
I
spells yet.
want to cast magic missile after looking at her. Like, what are you doing? I want to cast that, and I want to hit because it's a range of 120 feet, and there's 3 glowing darts of magical force.
Oh yeah.
I want to hit that one. That one. How far is that one?
Oh, it's within 100. Yeah, it's well within.
Okay,
Yeah, you're
I want to
good.
hit that one. The one he's like heading towards.
Boop,
Okay.
boop.
So reach out your wand. Pew pew pew. And
It's a ranged spell attack, I think.
No, magic missile just hits.
Yeah, magic missile can't
Magic
miss.
missile's amazing.
I
But it's just a
believe you.
D4 plus 1 for each of the missiles.
Yeah.
D4
okay.
plus
That's
1.
one of my slots.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Uh,
And school is out.
All right, guys.
The,
It's time to go.
the
What do I
triangle
do?
one.
This one?
Oh, nope. More triangle-y. That one.
The actual triangle. Okay.
So 4 on the first one.
Yeah, tell me which ones you're applying the damage to.
This one.
4 damage.
That's for yeah. Some people do magic missile where they roll each one individually. Some people just roll 1d4. It applies to all of them.
Okay.
What's your take on it?
My thing, I always do, and anytime you can roll more dice, you roll more dice to let Lady Luck do her thing.
Let's do it. Okay, cool. All
I
right,
think it
so
says per as
that
well.
one takes 4. Go ahead and roll 2 more.
Another 4. Another 4.
Okay, well,
That's a good D4. That's
the one on the far left, the magic missile hits it and just makes like this perfect sort of like crater like out of the side of it. So like he's still standing up, but like just sort of like blown away with only like one arm left. So that guy's gone. The one in the middle though.
Throw it to Jake. Throw it to Jake. You
Oh,
want
yeah,
to
Jake
Oh my
wanted it.
gosh.
Oh,
he caught it.
Got it.
I did
People
not
at home, you
think
can't
we
see
would
this,
catch
but Jake
that.
caught it.
Next time we need a
He
Jake
did, in fact.
cam.
I think.
Yeah, we need a
Jake
cam.
Next time,
Jake cam.
assuming there's a next time.
There will be next
Eat
time.
it.
So
Yeah, there's gonna be another live stream. I can
and
tell you
that
that.
one
Jake
gets
has eaten
that one
it.
gets hit and immediately tries to roll back.
Yeah,
that
I
one
know.
that one gets hit and that guy's head just explodes.
This one's
Don't hurt my baby.
Oh my gosh! I literally thought to myself, "There's no way they're gonna eat these because that's gross."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was sesame. All right.
Massive virus.
But-
Except for me, because I haven't eaten any of these, because y'all are just.
You can
Bonnie's
eat
next?
that one.
I don't want to eat my baby. First
Bonnie-
off, second off, these are stale popcorn. God
Bonnie
knows
face.
where
Bonnie
they've
runs
been.
up. He sees the snowman get a blow hole in his head. He's like, yeah, we don't need people to know that he's not really killing these things. That is a natural 20.
All right.
And as a half orc, I get to roll my d12 again. So that is 9, 10. That's 20. 25 damage.
Oh.
Yeah.
So yeah, we just coming up, just 2 hands, just right for the neck, right for the neck. Just
Right for the neck.
we wanted to, yeah,
Like a clean decap.
yeah, clean decap.
Okay, well, I mean,
Professional.
your force is so strong when you do the decap. I mean, like his jaw, like the jaw part of it comes off too. So like, bam, from like here down to here just is obliterated as his eyes just pop and like that head sort of rolls and comes apart in the air, and the rest of his body just sort of crumbles down.
So it
yeah,
was like
no,
it was a monster snowman.
Yes, that was it. Yeah, he was.
Finally, you killed an actual one.
That's my second one. That's my second one. That's my second real one.
Sure.
And Rular.
No, that's my 4th real one. Third, fourth.
No, I think it's 3. I think it's because you took on those 2 and then you
Yeah,
took
1,
the-
2, 3. Yeah.
Okay, 3. Okay,
Yeah,
Rular.
1.
Nice math there, guys.
Yeah, 3 real
You're going for completion.
Rular.
No.
Oh,
He
okay.
has
So I'm gonna move
killed
my full
4.
distance to. I think.
Don't worry
that's
too hard about it.
Evelyn, do you mind moving mine to the tree by
Popcorn.
by the green one, by Father.
there.
And then
Just let 'em
I'm
hang
going
out.
I'm going to be like, okay, let's do this again. Die, foul creature, and I'm going to use the Sacred Flame again.
Okay, on which?
The
there's
closest
three over there.
one.
The closest one.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom! And he explodes. Woo! I think you guys are just doing this for the popcorn at this point.
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Next
All
time
right.
we just need to bring a bag of popcorn.
It offended the dragon god.
I'm sorry. Wasn't thinking about.
Already?
We got you pizza. Okay, and we're back up to Axie.
Peppermint popcorn.
I should just go grab an entire box of pizza and bring it over here.
Okay,
Axie.
so what I do is this time I'm gonna actually try and like tame it and make it like work with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Describe how you do it.
So I'm just gonna be like, hey, I am like you. Okay. I'm like signaling that to it, just like, hey, I'm not gonna hurt you. We're friends.
Okay.
I'm your friend.
Go ahead and roll your.
I'm gonna make a little ball of ice.
Okay.
Just like,
You try to okay, a little ball of ice.
shut up! I have a 12.
A 12.
Yeah, because I have a
Okay.
+4 animal handling.
Okay, good. So yeah, that time he likes your little ball of ice, and he's kind of like he wants to play with it or
I
something.
put it on his little head like a little unicorn.
There's no poison ball.
Like
No.
it says on his head, like on his his little stick nose, it's like
Yeah.
balanced in there.
Yeah.
He's like he's like tossing it up. He likes that. Say that was a success for what you are trying to accomplish.
Wait, so it's officially tamed?
No,
Not yet.
no, it's a step in the right direction. It's very close.
I'll just be back here and all y'all are like, hurry up! I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
taming.
I think I've killed more fake snowmen than Father has at this point, though. So
Both of you have killed fake snowmen.
They
Let's
are
be honest.
all real.
Technically speaking.
In their own
Bonafide,
way, they're
yes.
all real.
Yes,
Sesame.
right.
Oh
They're
wow, aren't
all
you a
real.
special
Physically,
snowflake?
yes, they're all real.
For all
Contract. Sesame.
Okay, I'm watching all that happening with like the most confused, disgusted face. I'm like, I don't know what that is, and I don't like it, and I don't know what you're doing. But I'm going to go up to them, and I'm going to cast. Is that 30 feet away? Did you say or? 'Cause- Yep.
This is.
Oh wait, no. Firebolt's 120 feet. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
I want to cast Firebolt on that one.
Okay. Pew! And what's the attack again?
Roll a d20, and it's a ranged attack spell plus 5.
10
Plus
plus 5, 15.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll for damage.
So that's 2 d10s. So it's the diamondy looking one. This one.
That one.
And go ahead and roll this one as well because you roll 2.
7 and 9.
16.
16. All right. And that was a good, solid hit on this guy. And you can see him start to melt a little bit. And very upset, very angry again. Just, and he's already kind of starting to freeze back over because it's so cold. But that was a good hit. He's not happy at all about that. And we are back up to Bunny Face.
excuse me.
Not quite there.
Not quite. So, Boniface is going to take the ready action. He's going to ready an attack for the moment this thing gets in range.
Okay. Very good. And Rular.
Okay. So I'm gonna move up my full 30 feet towards the one that's that Boniface is by. Excuse me. And then I'm gonna finally a worthy opponent, and I told the dead. I told the dead on it,
told the dead
which
on it.
is Wisdom save of 15.
Okay.
I don't have much
Don't
brain.
think that's gonna.
Not
yeah.
He has 2 brain.
Oh, this one, the pain has sharpened what little intellect he has, and he hears that bell toll.
Did he crit fail? Did he crit fail that? Or?
No, quite the opposite. He did quite well on that, and he hears that bell toll, and that pain that he's been experiencing the firebolt. Oh, wait a second. Hold on 1 second. Oh. Never mind. The fire weakened his intellect, and whereas he maybe in normal circumstances would have been able to handle that, he does not in this case. What's the damage?
Oh, it rolled right off the table. It does 10 damage.
Okay, so yeah, that's so the boom, and he like, and you see his head just kind of like pop, and the rest of his body just crumble.
Yuck. Don't. Please.
Jake, you want another one?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we should have had a Jake King.
Oh.
Oh
Guys,
no!
Emma
Please
has
don't kneel
enough
on the ground.
lemon.
The choir room is so gross.
I
Oh my
don't
gosh!
want one.
Jake,
For those at home who cannot see, Jake did not catch it this time.
And
But he
he
just proceeded to eat
ate
it off the ground. Like a champ.
That was
5
me.
second
The
rule.
choir floor.
No, not on the
choir
choir floor.
Keep
The
in mind.
choir floor is
choir
cleaner
floor
than the
is
band floor. Let's be honest.
disgusting.
Well, keep in mind, spit goes on the band floor. Literally.
That's true.
legit.
All right, and that is now we're up
We have
to
spit valves.
Axel.
More explanation needed. I did not get on the floor.
Axel. Axel.
That would have been funny though.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna
Just spending all of her actions trying to tame this thing.
That's a crit fail.
Crit fail.
That's a crit fail.
Oh no!
Yeah, mushed it.
I mean, this is the only time I've ever rolled a crit
Punch it
fail.
in the
So
face.
Yuletide Coco, reroll.
Okay, I'm gonna allow you. You are supposed to drink it before, but I'll let it pass.
chug it.
That maybe you absent-mindedly in the cold, you drank that because it's getting cold and you're like trying to energize yourself up. So you drank that. Go ahead and re-roll that one. But your Yuletide Cocoa is gone.
Oh, that's nice. I'm so glad I did that. I got a 21.
Okay, so describe how you do this handling.
I'm gonna be like making another ice and give it a little arm this time, so it can like
You're giving it a body
little-
back.
let it back, and it'll be a valuable asset in battle. Because if I give it a body made of ice, then that body made of ice will be stronger than a body made of snow. So, and if I give it pointy ice,
Theoretically, if this thing were to
going to
eventually
turn
die, I'm not going to kill it, I promise. But if it were to die in battle somehow, could it be revivified?
Not supposed to let it have
That's
a
like
body
saying
back.
a body of mud.
Only supposed to
stronger
keep
than
it as a
body of
head.
Sand.
Okay, all right.
Anyway.
Could I revivify it?
We'll see. I'll make that call when I get there.
Or
Can I
animate death
burn
it?
the head off?
no, we can't let it have a body back. It's gonna get too powerful again.
That
no.
would be an undead snow monster.
All right,
Sesame.
I could
so
disintegrate it if necessary.
he seems now when you give him a little bit of a body back. So let's just say that ice ball that he was playing with earlier, you said it goes underneath him and like the next ice ball. So now he's like got some sort of autonomy again. The fact that you gave him back, you can sense this sort of like telecommunication between like water people, right? That you gave him some autonomy back. He feels whole again, and you put him down on the snow, and he's following you now. His little lower half is rolling. It's like a little BB-8 almost following you around now.
Boniface grows hungry.
right.
Snow cones,
We
anyone?
celebratory are going to keep this. Should I eat it? Yes.
No, he's the
Eat the child.
Eat it. Eat
That's-
it.
Okay.
Eat
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Sesame?
Right. That's sort of like
Okay.
your symbolic, like you are one with him now.
Oh.
I
That's
turned
actually
around at one
pretty
point
good,
and
right?
I saw him suddenly have an arm, and I'm sitting there just going, and I turn back around and I look back and then I go, keep moving, keep moving, keep moving.
All right, Sesame, you're up.
So I'm just gonna cast Firebolt on the last one.
Boom! It just explodes in sort of melty, ice, crystal-y beautifulness.
Do these snowmen have hats?
Are we eating hats?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
okay.
no
Okay.
hats.
Scarves?
It just looked it looked like all natural, like somebody had kind of painstakingly made this for you.
We killed like 20. We killed like 20 snowmen, and I haven't used a spell slot yet.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boniface
spent
comes up
that
to Rular.
entire
We
fight-
killed so many, Rular, me and you. And he's giving you the hard wink.
They just see.
I got it. I
Little
went
Axie
right back.
just
Yeah.
rolling this little guy along and just like.
I look at it, make the motions of like, I
You
look
know
at
what
it,
I
I'll
forgot
break
to
your hand and
ask?
make one wrong move.
Forgot to ask producer if we could get a "We'll be right back" placard to take a little break at some point. So we're gonna go for a little bit while longer, but you let me know when we can take just a short break just to make sure that we're all good here. All right, I'm gonna get this dude this platform off here,
One of your sticky taxes.
and it's really weird to be in the world of the headphones and then take it off.
I got a baby.
You ate the baby.
Oh, whoop, whoop.
It's still
Yes,
in my
please
mouth.
take
Oh,
your
yes.
take your people back. All right.
Oh, I'm
shoot.
green.
Oh, you're green?
I'm green.
Sorry.
I'm gonna draw this little
Who's
guy.
yellow? Emma, do you have yours back?
Boniface sees this little hat that little Snow BB-8 has, and he is jealous to his soul. He is just.
Does he want one?
Oh, he gave away his hat. He wants a hat.
Is he sitting there
Emma,
like
make him a
trying to
hat.
make his
Yeah,
own?
yes. He's just sitting there like he's like looking at it, doing it himself, and just like crumbles apart as he's just like setting it down. Again, that lone tear comes back.
Boniface, do you want me to make you a hat?
No, I'm fine.
She makes him a hat made of ice and just.
Puts his little hat on.
It's slowly melting.
It's like slowly melting down.
For all of that wonderful trying to make a little snowman into a little weird pet, I'm going to say use inspiration again. So inspiration lets you re-roll any roll that you want. So if you, it doesn't have to be a nat one.
Can it also give you advantage as well? Or isn't it advantage?
Is it advantage?
We always played it. You used initiative beforehand to. I mean, not initiative. Inspiration to gain advantage on a roll.
There we go. It'll be advantage.
You expend it when you make spending your inspiration gives you advantage on that roll.
Advantage.
Yeah, it is advantage.
Not re-roll a one.
But-
Sorry.
But rule 1 of all D&D.
Real cool.
No, the DM makes all the
Oh,
rules.
true that.
DM
But
makes
I
all the
will
rules.
say-
Fell out of an entire battle just to get a child, and
I will say, Emma, that it'll just grant you advantage on a roll. So if there's something that you particularly want to be successful, it'll grant you advantage.
Okay.
All right, producer, are we ready with just by chance? All right, we are going to take just a 5-minute break, just to use the restroom to get something to refresh ourselves, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you so much for joining us. Be right back. All right, guys.
Oh, it
Sorry.
does.
We-
We played that wrong last
I
game.
know. I'm sure we did. All right,
Because
we
a
are
monk
back.
gets sanctuary at a certain level, and it's amazing.
We are back. So we've got some people.
So I shouldn't have survived jumping
What
inside
class
the
are you,
goat
wizard?
side mouth.
A long
It's
rest.
okay.
Long rest.
It's all right. Don't need a reference either. We are back. Now, here's what happens, y'all. We
short rest.
you track Krampus up the mountains.
You can recover.
Keep on going up again.
Short rest, but not.
Easy to see the tracks up to the wide opening mouth of a cave. As you walk into the entrance, you see spectacular ice stalagmites and stalactites all around you, as if you're in the mouth of a monster. Just as quickly as you notice this, you see the remains of a huge ice dragon, long dead, lying down off to the side. And its huge wings were spread out, and the webbing between its wings has like broken and cracked over time, leaving these sort of big, like discs of petrified dragon skin, along with all the other bones and such. And about 10 meters into the cave, you notice that it kind of goes, but there's this drop off. But that's just what you can see. That's just where you are. You're in this cave. You can see a drop off later. Dead dragon next to you. Tracks lead towards that drop off. What do you do?
There's like a
Yeah.
like a chasm drop off?
Yeah, Boniface is following these tracks
Okay.
right to the edge.
hey,
So,
Boniface,
looking over.
chill.
He has 0 chill.
So Boniface and anybody else that goes up to the edge sees that it's not a straight drop. It's a long slope, long even
Let's go
slope.
sledding.
Is it like icy or like
It's
snowy?
icy.
Boniface, let's go
And
sledding.
the Krampus tracks lead there, and then you can see these long, like scratches, like something sort of like made its way down, going like down to from what's the kind that comes up from the bottom?
Stalagmite.
That's a
Or
mite.
No, yeah.
Mite.
No, it's
Yeah,
stalactites because
Tight?
stalactites are the ceiling because they have to hold tight
Ding,
to the
ding, ding.
ceiling.
That's what I thought.
Stalagmites are
So
mighty.
it looks as though something like slid down to each stalagmite, and then like slid down to the next one for a little while
So
down.
so there's stalagmites just sticking out like of the icy.
Yeah, so it's like ice, big, long. You can't see the bottom of it. It's a slope with stalagmites sticking up out of it.
Okay, I'm going to. You can't see the end of it.
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
see what
Okay, I'm gonna take like a light and like not light. I'm gonna take like a rock that's on the ground, pick it up, use the light cantrip on it, and just kind of chuck it down there to see what I can see.
Okay, so you see it like
And once it goes out of sight, I'll just dispel it.
I mean, like you see it go down for a while, and the light. Does it last for a certain amount of time or a certain amount of distance from you?
Let me make sure. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't have like a.
Okay.
It just stays.
So you see it go for quite a ways down, so you can almost barely not see it anymore, and then you do see it sort of like go out suddenly.
Well, that means it fell.
No. Well, I'm just gonna. Can I tell that the magic is still connected to me? Like, can I tell that it's still there? Like, it's still glowing? All right, I'll dispel it then because I don't want it to like maybe alert the campus.
Can I look at him and go
Krampus.
sledding?
Sledding.
Okay.
Did someone say something about sledding?
I
pull my shield off my back.
I'm gonna make a sled out of ice. And
As you're doing that, Boniface is getting back up as if he was going to be himself the sled, and he's like, yeah, cool.
Sesame watches this goes on and like kind of silently creeps towards the dragon just to see if like she can see any leftover treasure or possible money like just laying around it.
You're a
Is the
rogue.
ice
You are
dragon-
not a
is
wizard.
Is it a white dragon or is it like a chromatic?
It's a white dragon.
It is a white dragon.
That hang out in nice caves. So make an investigation check.
That is a
D20.
D20.
Cool. Assume it's a D20 until said different.
That is a 4.
Okay.
Wait, plus
you
investigation.
don't really see. I mean,
It's +5.
plus 5.
So it'd be 9.
a 9. Okay. Still, I mean, you kind of look around, you can't see, but these like I said, the wings of the dragon, the web parts that have broken off. I mean, they kind of look to you like sleds.
I break one off.
Okay.
And
Yes, all right. Yeah. Okay. So you got this
Okay.
big old,
So
like petrified wing.
And I bring one over to them, and like I'm very cool about it. Not a big deal. I just set it down and sit down and like look at them and go, bye, and I just lie down.
what?
Oh, I'm coming.
Hold on. She would like to do that. Is would anybody stop her?
Yes, I'm
or-
going to grab her shoulder and say, "We all go at once because if we die together. Now let's go!
Hold up.
Boniface is like ready to jump after her. If she goes down, he's just going down.
Get on the
I
sled."
have a theoretical question.
Sure.
So is this cave theoretically large enough, like this whole ice cave, theoretically large enough for a dragon to fit into?
Oh yes.
Don't
yes.
you
I'm
Don't
gonna
you-
walk over to the dead dragon skeleton and cast Animate Dead on it.
Okay. I need to look at that.
I think there's a CR limit.
Now, I will say that is what he would like to do.
I'd like to do that.
I'd like to put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You do realize white dragons are evil, right?"
It is completely under my control, and it will die as soon as its spell duration is up.
Can we go yet?
It has to be.
I put my head on my little BB-8.
As far as I know,
It's under my command for 24 hours.
but it is of a corpus of a medium or small
Oh, it is?
humanoid.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just.
No.
Oh well, okay, that's disappointing.
Otherwise, yes, this
Yeah,
game would be
Yeah.
Over pretty
quite
It would
a
be
mess.
broken really quickly.
quite a mess to just animate, because like then DMs would just not create cool set pieces like that. It's like, well, like cleric's gonna be a jerk and reanimate this thing. All right.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab Boniface's arm and pull him to the sled, put BB-8 on my lap,
I was gonna ask about him.
and go, "Yort!"
Wait, without the two of us?
Is that the
Just go
opposite
yourself?
of E? Is that Yort?
No, but I'm
Wait.
like pulling him, I plop both of us on the sled, and have BB-8 in my lap,
Hey,
so...
I thought we all go
You
together
should
and
have
die.
come with me!
Okay.
Are we all going down right
no,
now?
they already jumped. Sesame, I'm gonna pull out my shield and say, "You wanna go sledding?"
I just look at you and I just tip myself over and I don't say a word.
I pull out. I get out. I do like a toboggan belly jump off it and just go down.
Okay.
Boniface is holding this little BB-8 thing.
So you
Wait.
two are on the same sled.
Yes.
Very interesting. Okay, so then you have 3 sleds.
She's just falling down the.
No, she grabbed the dragon.
Oh, I thought you were just falling down.
Okay, so
I hold so much life in my arms.
we are going to do in D&D terms what's called a contest. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you something an obstacle, something that's going to come up that's going to make it difficult to sled down, and then you are each going to tell me what you are going to try to do with your skills to overcome this obstacle, and I'm going to have you make a roll and then tell you how well or how poorly you did. So I'm just going to start with, let's see. It seems as though you two went first,
Yes.
and then you,
Totally
and then you.
stole
So
your
we're
sled.
start
That's
with
pretty great.
with
Yes.
you two. Now, this first part is pretty treacherous because it's just it's a minefield of those stalactites that there's no straight line through it. So, what are you two doing to try to get
Shape
around
water?
and
Can
through
we
that?
Yeah, go for shape water.
Yeah, I'm gonna shape water and just shove all of them out of the way.
That as we're doing that, we're setting BB-8 on the ground and taking our hand axes, and that if we are about to hit a stalag, we're just grabbing it and like ice picking our way through.
And a BB-8
like,
at this point is in
not
my
avoiding,
lap,
but
so
grazing.
I'm like kind of just like.
Okay. So I want you both to roll a d20, and yours is a strength check, but yours is that a spell?
Yeah, yeah, it's a cantrip.
Okay. I still want you to roll a d20, but I'm gonna have you roll with advantage.
Okay. What?
Just automatically for what you're doing.
12.
One more time.
It's your advantage.
17.
Okay. So 17 and then
It's 17.
Okay, great. You both do so well at what you did. The icicles like mold their way out of your way, and anyone that might be too close for you, you do so well at navigating that I'm going to give you both advantage on your next check because you succeeded in the highest tier. Okay, but now, Axie, what? Or so not Axie. Are you? Which one?
I'm Axie.
That's right.
Sesame.
Sesame. Excuse me. Sesame. Same challenge. How do you get through this stalagmite minefield?
Are they reforming behind her, or are they just are they gone?
I'm gonna say that since like it's the cave is so big, it's kind of hard to control where you're going. That you didn't go down the same path as they did.
Oh, okay.
I'm going.
Unless you want to make this lame and just like they just clear the way. for
Yeah,
you.
just follow them down.
That's not very
This only
fun.
lasts for a minute. How long is this sled ride gonna last?
You'll see. You're going pretty fast.
So like more than a minute, less than a minute.
We'll find out.
It's hard to it's hard for hard for you to tell. It's hard to see towards the bottom. You don't know exactly how fast it's going.
I'm going to take. Okay. I think I'm just gonna firebolt him out of my way.
Okay. Again, with the spell that you're keen with, yeah, let's have you roll with advantage. So roll 2 and tell me your highest roll.
12.
Highest roll was 12. Okay, so you make it all the way through. There were some close calls though. That you shot him. Some shards sort of like hit you. You didn't take damage, but like it was a little treacherous to zap him fast enough. You made it through, but that's just about it. Okay, go ahead and what would you like to do to get through the stalagmites?
Okay, so as I'm going down, in one hand, like I'm kind of kneeling on my shield. I have my mace in the other hand, and I'm like swinging at any that get near me. Like
Okay.
I'm just like any that are coming by, I'm swinging at, but I'm also like leaning back and forth like on my sled, kind of like
Turkey
trying to
bowl.
avoid them, kind of like turkey bowl again, kind of.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that's what check do you want to make for that then?
Um,
I'll tell you what it sounds like to me, but I want to let you.
would it
tell
be
me.
acrobatics or it'd be acrobatics or athletics for that?
What would you like to use?
I'd prefer to use acrobatics.
Okay, then you got to say that you're doing it with some serious style here.
Yeah, I'm like sliding up against them and like spinning
There we
around.
go. There we go. All right, go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Me and
With
Boniface
your
are
mod,
just
not
like
with advantage.
babies.
I'm on, okay.
Oh yeah. One thing on our brain.
17.
Okay, you do so well at this. Your style is so fantastic that you're going to get advantage on your
Wow,
next roll.
fashionable.
Wow.
Okay, so
like
now
someone's pants.
very soon you guys. Well, I mean
They
not
have
very
cool
soon. But
buttons, like
They're leather.
you make it through the stalagmites,
he's
but
not
then you see
a master of fashion.
another massive chasm that looks jumpable, but it's also pretty big. So you two, how are you going to? What would you like to try to get?
I decided to jump.
Ramp!
Yes. Yeah.
You're just gonna
Yeah.
straight-
And so, yeah, Boniface taking his hand axes and he's swinging them both into the ground and just.
All right.
Ramp!
Okay. So, is there anything that you're going to do to help him do
I'm
that?
gonna shape water and actually like form a big old ramp.
Okay, so since I gave you advantage on the last one with that skill, I'm not going to let you roll with advantage for using the same technique to try to do it. So I will let you roll for that. And then are you going to use strength, or what can you justify? Because you already used strength for the last one.
Oh, that's the one thing he's got. He's using strength.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say because maybe it has been tiring using strength for the last one, you'll take a -3 to this roll.
That's fine.
Okay, so both of you roll.
A regular or advantage?
Regular, but -3 for you and just regular for you.
So it'd just be
A d20, and then that's all you're gonna roll with no mods because you're using the same skill as last time.
okay.
16.
Okay.
9.
Okay. So Emma is going to. Emma's ramp is not great. A part of it is thin at the end, and so it kind of breaks. Despite what'd you say yours was?
16.
Okay, yours, your really hard makes you go through, but that little crack makes you guys land a little bit hard. And Axie, when you land, you drop something. Look at your items. What drops out of your bag, or what do you lose a hold of? I'm not going to say it's
baby.
I'm not going to say it's BB-8, but you are going to lose something for that hard land. Be quick.
Sickle!
You lose your sickle. Okay, so boom, and just out of your bag, you see like the sickle kind of clank its way out and hit the ice and just slide off to the side. Okay.
At a long rest.
Evelyn.
Okay.
Evelyn.
When would you what would you like to do to get across the chasm? Again, you're not going to be able to use the ramp. What are you going to try to do? What skill or spell will you use?
That's a really, really good question. Sesame is not equipped for this kind of situation.
That's very unfortunate.
Sesame did not think this through. Is there anything by any chance on the other side to grab?
I mean, it's a sheer ledge. I mean,
Is it rock or ice?
it's all ice.
Like it's ice? Is it over rock, or is it just like actually?
Give a
It's just actual ice.
Yeah.
Just
Whoa.
everything's just real
all
thick
else
ice.
fails. You do have Featherfall. So
And you do have fall.
That's
you
not
can
within
keep from
mine.
dying. But I don't know how to get across.
That's not within my listed though.
Oh,
on my
it's not?
prepared.
Oh, no, it's not.
Neither is flight or featherfall, but I have them.
What
but
you
they're
could
not.
do is make a fire under you and kind of yort yourself off.
I was thinking of that
Again
too,
with
but
the
it also
yording.
melts.
Yo.
I'm
You'll
so
be fine.
sick of the
Yord.
eating and the yording and the heating and the hoarding. Dr. Seuss
What
over here.
about like you could use a mage hand to pick yourself up?
No,
That's
it's only
what I
10
was
pounds.
thinking.
She's,
Okay.
No, he
She's-
uses-
We
yeah.
don't know how heavy Sesame is. She could be 5 pounds.
She's certainly
Use
not.
what she wants to.
Okay.
What if it stabs this?
Yeah, I'm probably just gonna go with. Can I like propel myself forward with a firebolt?
Okay,
like,
so
from
like
behind
firebolt,
and,
like jet, sort of behind you.
Yeah.
I love it. Go
Cool.
ahead and roll. Let's see. What did you use last time? You used. So since you used firebolt last time, this time again, since you're using the same thing twice, I'm going to do -3 on this roll. So just do a regular roll -3.
It's a wonderful.
It's a 3.
It was a 3.
-3.
Oof. Okay.
You rolled a 20.
I didn't have a chart for 0. This would be interesting. Okay, so here's what happens. You are going to go across, but as you do, you just feel the sled just go out from underneath you. And now you are flying through the air, and you just land on that ice, and you're sliding like on your back, on your side, on your stomach. You're sliding down, just you now, and all the way down, you take 11 cold damage.
Oof,
It's
that
just
must-
sliding on that ice. It does not feel good
That
as
must
you are
be pretty
Anyone
chilly.
really heal me?
going down. What?
What? No.
Oh, I was gonna.
No.
That'd be
We're low, but
very
like
bad.
we're not that low.
Ouch. Yeah. Okay. Rular.
okay, so as I see this thing coming up, is the ramp like near me? Can I try to go off the ramp?
Remember that the ramp kind of broke.
Oh, that's
when it
true.
went
Yeah,
off,
yeah.
So I don't know if you want to
Okay,
use
so
that guy.
I'm going to like I'm gonna reach into my bag as like I'm barreling towards it, grab my hempen rope, tie it around like the handles of my shield, and as I go off, I'm going to like push myself off my shield while holding onto the end of the rope.
Okay. What skill of yours are you going to try to succeed
That's
that with?
probably acrobatics, it could be athletics though, because it is like a strength.
Yeah,
Okay,
if you're
let's
pushing
go.
yourself,
Let's
I'd
go.
say-
Let's go with athletics.
Yeah, it's
Athletics. Okay. Nat 20.
Okay, so that works very well. Using that that rope around you and heaving yourself up, you go over that ledge really nicely.
And I'm gonna pull I'm pulling up the shield behind.
Oh wait,
me
hold on a second.
because I have that rope.
Did you both didn't roll with advantage last time?
No, we didn't.
You should have remembered that. We can't retroactively go back, but
You said we couldn't because
I didn't roll with advantage. I just rolled my first one, which was 20. So I don't.
Yeah, you could have rolled. Yeah.
Anyways,
well,
we already
no big
got it.
deal. It's all done. Did you have advantage from last time?
Yeah, but I didn't. That was the first thing I rolled. So.
True that. Okay, so you're gonna roll with advantage next time. Again.
Okay, perfect.
So that's how well you.
And I'm pulling it up behind me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. And now, as we're all going down, yes.
Oh, you continue.
No, what's up?
Do I see her falling, like schmiggly splaggling behind her?
Oh yeah. You hear like this. Ah! It super hurts.
No, Sesame wouldn't scream. She'd just be.
She's trying to act like it's on purpose. Like she's like, this is fine. This is really, really fine, guys.
Smacking her face off bicycles. Just
Yeah.
bonk.
So,
She's continuously
Paintballing
getting hit, but
around.
she's like, it's fine. It's what I wanted.
So, as you're going down, a swarm of ice bats, disturbed by all the noise, comes flying at you at high speed. You two, what would you like to do?
Okay, so seeing her gracefully struggling,
Yes.
I can actually take the bedroll out of my bag and just throw it behind me. We're trying to get it as close to her as we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a dex check for that.
Okay.
This will be separate from your challenge roll. I'm just gonna.
So you're not gonna have a place to sleep tonight.
That's okay. I don't want my friends to be dead. That's 9 plus. That's 12.
Okay, so nice deft throw, and now Evelyn, give yourself. See, I did not count on someone saving you from that much. The cold damage I had you do was for having to go down the whole way, rest of the way with the cold. So take half of that damage that you took and give it back to yourself because he's.
If it's 11 points of damage.
Give yourself 5 back.
Okay.
So you get 5 back for actually having that sort of halved as you grab onto that bedroll and get yourself back on, and it's not as freezing cold. But now deal with those ice bats.
Okay. How are we gonna deal with this?
We are both people who are ill-equipped for this situation.
I have an idea.
You go for your thing. I want to see what.
Can I make a shield out of the ice around me and just put it over our heads to not get smacked?
Okay, sounds good.
That's kind of cool.
Again, using the water, the same shaped water.
What is her specialty?
I know, but
We got water, we got fire.
this
This is
is-
what we're dealing with.
Technically, the challenges that I used to do, that the DM wouldn't even let us use the same skill twice. So I'm just giving you a little bit of a
And I thank you greatly for that.
You're gonna take a -5 to this roll.
Okay, never mind. I'll find a different way.
I'm going to take my traveler's cloak, and I'm going to swap it over her and the baby, and then just hold it down because I can take the damage.
Okay.
How much hit points do you
All
have?
right.
50.
Never mind.
Whoa.
I'm a barbarian.
Yeah, I always forget how much hit points barbarians get, because they have the most.
Let's see. What's in the world? What skill would that be that you're using?
Would it be Constitution as I just hold this
yes,
barrel down?
That's what it'll be. Con. Perfect.
And I'm just gonna hold the baby then. That's what I'm gonna do, is hold my baby close.
That's a 30. Not 30. 20. Sorry.
All right. You roll the 20.
Yeah.
Great. Now I'm gonna come back to you for a second, but what you're protecting.
Yes.
Okay. You make a Constitution check too.
18 plus 2 is 20.
Wow. So I have in my notes. Let you choose what's the buff that you want for this, for getting it past these ice bats.
Get a wish
What kind of?
You want to wish.
You want advantage on the next roll that you take? Do you want, do you let's see. you want like some temporary hit points because of the power of love? What do you,
Yeah, definitely power of love.
All right,
Power
this
of
is
love.
official. Axie and the barbarian are.
well, it's just that there's like a family unit here. You know what I mean?
Yes,
It's so beautiful.
He's like a big brother to her.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Yes, big brother. Yeah. So give yourself both 5 temporary hit points.
Nice.
That's 42.
Okay. I know what I'm going to
Dang.
do once she's done.
Okay, Evelyn.
I'm going to cast Dancing Lights to distract them.
Fantastic. Go ahead and roll, and I'll let you roll with advantage because that is so amazing. I love it.
19.
You roll again if you want that to see if you can get
Yeah,
up
so
higher.
advantage is you roll it twice and take the higher number.
19. No, it's 11, but
Gotcha.
highest is 19.
Okay, fantastic. So these dancing lights work spectacularly. The bats that were coming at you are blinded by them, and they fly nowhere near you. You also, what would you like to give yourself an advantage for, something good that happens to you right now as a result of that?
Can I get hit points back?
Okay, let's see how I make this work.
It was so beautiful, it healed me.
The epicness,
healed my
the
soul.
epicness of that action.
It made me feel so much better watching. I'm like, I'm fine.
Yes, it
this is what I
emboldened
wanted.
you. Let's say you have, because I have a hard time making this work. I'll give you 3 temporary hit points. That means that the next time you get hit, you take out of that temporary hit point pool first. So
Okay.
it's not giving you health back per se, but it's kind of is. Give yourself 3 temporary hit points. Okay, Rular.
Okay, so as I see them coming, I draw my mace and I use the light spell on it, and I just shove it up and I yell, "Be gone!" And can I use thaumaturgy to make my voice louder?
There you go.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, go ahead and just roll. Just roll.
With advantage?
Well, let's see. Yeah, did you get advantage
Yeah,
last
I got
time?
advantage last
Yep,
time.
roll with advantage.
Where's my other? I'll just roll it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm blind. It's fine. A 19 plus. Add nothing. I don't think.
Okay, again, fantastic. It blinds
not
all the
bad.
bats. They go flying off.
Thaumaturgy.
Does that make you feel awesome? What's the buff that you want?
It makes me just. It makes so Bahamut, my patron, just kind of looks at me. He's like, "That's awesome," and just gives me a couple temporary hit points.
All right. I like that. That in character is fantastic. Give yourself 5 for that one.
5.
I know I gave you just 3 just because I couldn't find a way to make that work, but that makes.
Hurts.
So you should show the thaumaturgy card.
Ooh, that's cool. Thaumaturgy is kind of a weird catch-all spell. It allows.
That's prestidigitation. That really is more of a catch-all.
Oh yeah, but thaumaturgy lets you do a minor wonder, so it's pretty cool. Your voice can boom. You can cause flames to flicker, harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute. I mean, there's a lot of cool things.
It
So
looks
anyway,
like Santa.
so he just used his voice to boom with that.
It's Santa.
Merry Christmas.
So now a rift of deep snow stops your sled as you find yourself. So all your sleds just stop in this poof of of just really fluffy snow, right? And that's why the snowball that you cast light on disappeared, because it fell right into the snowdrift and then just went out. So you all land softly.
The light was on my mace.
But before.
Remember when you rolled that ice ball down the?
Oh yeah.
So when you stop yourself in that cavern, and so you look up, you're in a huge cavern, and it sort of combs up, like way up into like a chimney-like peak. A pinpoint of light from the peak lets a shaft of light down into the space, which only illuminates about a 50-foot circle in the middle of the cavern, so there's still darkness around it. There's just one shaft of light in the middle. Lurking in the shadows ahead, silhouetted by a strange cold blue light, is a large figure with his back to you. On his head, long, clumpy dreadlocks of black hair and large ram's horns. On his shoulders, a deep black cloak. His legs are covered with goat-like hair, and his feet are cloven, and on his back a large cage is strapped. Inside, a group of children, all huddled together, quietly moaning and crying, their teeth chattering. When they see you, some of them gasp, some of them get quiet, but the Krampus remains with his back to you. his attention focused on some sort of glowing blue light in front of him.
Mr. Hernandez, is the Krampus undead, or is that something I'd have to make a perception check to?
Let's see. Can you make a for undead? I feel like that's. What skill would you like to make?
Don't do it.
He's just. What do you think?
Usually when I've played, we use a religion check would be a good one.
Yes.
Particularly as a cleric, this is something you're.
Yeah, make a religion check.
Okay. Here we go.
Dude, stop losing your dice.
Oh, that wasn't good. That's a 9.
It's you kind of you trace back into your mind like is this thing and you can't quite recall. So.
Okay.
His back is to you. He doesn't seem like he's noticed you, or at least he's not acknowledging you.
I'm gonna.
Does anybody have like a nasty amount of health?
She has lost a lot of health.
Okay.
But I know what I'm gonna do. I have the highest dex here, so that means I'm going to probably put my arm out to tell him just stop. I'm gonna try sneak up using stealth.
Hold on. Could I try to heal Evelyn's character first?
I mean, sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk over and I'm going to use which one should I use? I'm gonna use Cure Wounds on you.
Remember that you all have your potions of healing as well. The townspeople gave you.
Actually, what if you use that and then tell me how much you have left after that? Because then I can
How does that work?
Here, how much did you add?
it's 1d4 or it's 2d4 plus 2, right?
Oh yeah, you just roll 2d4. So that's a 1. That's a 5.
Plus
then
1. Oh, plus 2.
yes, so that'd be
You get
7
7 hit points back.
So
Full.
yeah, that
So
puts
you're
her back at full
okay,
health.
cool. Then I'm not gonna cast anything.
No,
then.
it puts her back at plus full health. So
Yeah, because you still have those 3 temp
It's
hit
just
points.
full because you can't go over.
yeah, you can't be over health.
Okay, perfect. And then I'm not gonna do that if she's taking that. All right, I'm good.
Okay, so you're gonna try to stealthily.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak up and try to quietly just break the lock because I have,
Well, make a stealth check for the sneaking up to it, please.
I'm not gonna.
And
even
as soon
try
as
to
she gets
sneak.
up there, I'm gonna start sneaking too.
Okay. So, but you're gonna let her try to get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her get there.
Ooh, that's a good one. I rolled a 21.
Okay. So, almost completely soundlessly, you make your way through that soft snow, and you do make it up to the Krampus, and he does not appear as though he's making any moves to stop you or anything. So, go ahead, and what would you like to do with the
I'd
lock?
like to use a quick, like an unarmed strike, just to break the lock,
Okay.
but quietly.
A quiet strike.
Just like a.
Okay. Go. What would you like to? What skill would you like to use to try to break that lock?
I think I'd probably use acrobatics because you're trying to be quietly doing it, and so you're trying to be like as gracefully quiet as possible.
Okay, so what I kind of like about this, I'm a martial artist myself, and there's many different ways to make a strike. A lot of people think like just punch. It's
I
like
know,
no,
but
there's
you could do like a palm strike.
yes, that's what I mean. There's a certain ability. There are certain abilities that you need to know that would require you to be sort of acrobatic, I would guess, to make a quiet strike. So I'll go ahead and let you do that.
I rolled a 10 with bonus.
With what?
That's with.
That's with it. Okay. So, I mean, you strike it, but something kind of makes a strange ringing sound when you do, and it's eerie, and it sort of echoes throughout the cavern, and but the Krampus still doesn't move. Can I help you? He says.
No, you can't.
Are you being a bad little girl?
I'm 18.
He doesn't say anything after that. There's still something like he's handling something in front of you. You can't see that's glowing.
I'm gonna open it and just kids and.
You're gonna what? What are you trying to do?
You can't grab all of the kids, of them at once.
Well, the cage is it's locked from that outside. There is an opening at the top, but there's a little bit of a distance between like the opening. With the opening, it's all totally shut. Like there is an opening at the top, but it is closed right now. So what are you gonna try to do?
I'm gonna stroll towards him while she's
Yeah,
doing this.
I'm just gonna walk up behind Krampus. Just walk up behind him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be a distraction right now. I'm just gonna like climb up onto the cage and or try to and just be like, all right.
If you're trying to climb on the cage, he like really quickly like does this just this shrug. Make an athletics check to hold on, unless you like willingly sort of let yourself fall off. Okay, so you're gonna fall like with your like just landing your bottom in the snow. Would you all like to come with us?
Not particularly, sir.
Particularly,
Depends.
I'd like to bring the
any
kids back.
reward in going with you?
Shut up!
My gosh! You're a horrible person.
Where I am taking these children and where we are going, the reward is sweet, sweet darkness.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
gonna
not a
kill
big
the kids.
darkness person.
No more
never
light.
mind.
Sesame's impressed by this.
Sesame-
Face is charging, and he is gonna go ahead and rage.
Okay, and I raise my mace above my head, and I go, release these children now, and leave from this cursed place.
Oh dear. You are ruining things for me. It is I was invited to do this. I am doing what I was invited to do.
Well, sometimes invitations aren't exactly meaning what they mean, because, I mean, there are different idioms out there, and... Go!
Oh, yeah, I have already raged, and I am coming.
Yeah.
I am chug a pain
weapon.
train.
Okay, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Woo!
As I'm going to get... And the only thing that I would like to do for next time is to have some cool music.
Yes, next time.
But next time. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Bringing out another board.
This is exciting.
You know, because of
I
the idioms
still
that
haven't used the spell yet.
I was just waiting. I've already raged, and I'm coming.
Tell me more about this place of darkness, please.
Oh, it's because it's from I used the Hello Dolly right to vote sign.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Hello Dolly people.
Is that the light of?
So
The
this
ring of light.
is the light that's coming from the ceiling way, way up. Like, looks just like a pin of light all the way up there, but like it's letting in that
Is
much
there
light.
total darkness besides
Where
that area?
is
Or is it?
Campus
It's
Place?
pretty dark.
Also,
Okay.
can I say that little snowy boy is, like, chilling, like, kind of, like, you know, like a little bag? Because I, like,
Where's
have a bag on my back to carry
Compass is
my
here.
Okay, I'm right here.
My mace is still glowing, by the way.
I'm just gonna
I
put
didn't
my
dispel
little
it.
snowy boy in my bag. Just
In
be like,
this
you
cave.
stay there, little snowy boy.
Yeah. How long does this spell? Oh, it stays for an hour. Okay, so my spell is still glowing on my mace. I haven't turned the light off.
Let's see.
I guess I'm right here.
Where's you tried to climb on and then you fell off, so you're here. And then Matthew, let's grab your dude.
Sorry. Yeah.
And let's see, where would you like to be on here?
I was right up behind where Krampus was, like 10 feet away.
Okay, so like about here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I was closer because came up with
Yeah,
you
go ahead and
guys.
move your people, but
Going right here.
We're charging and raging.
Quick
Okay.
DM question.
Yes.
Charge as like I'm charging and raging. Have I raged before combat begins, or will I rage on my first turn?
You have raged before combat begins.
Excellent.
Very good. Okay, so everyone, if you have your initiative
Yes.
rolls. Just give me 1 second
I'm
here.
so excited.
Ooh, beautiful.
You know, because of the just like
Skyrim music intensifies.
Okay, so Rular, what's your initiative?
No, it's gonna sound so bad if I play it all over.
Rular, initiative.
Now,
Yeah.
yes. However,
Rular,
making
initiative,
noise,
please.
Sorry,
You
17.
can either create
17,
noise
thank
or
you.
the image,
Axie,
but not
initiative.
both at the same time.
14.
Okay.
Sesame, initiative.
Oh,
11.
yeah, 11.
11. Bonnie Face, initiative.
15.
Okay. It almost goes in the, like, that's funny. Okay.
Ouch.
What happened?
Kind of black.
Fantastic.
My tongue with
Okay.
pen.
Well, the Krampus starts.
Oh,
and,
that's not good.
And he is going to whip around, and his eyes glow red. and everyone is going to have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Perfect. That is absolutely what I wanted today.
Okay. 17.
12.
Please
Two.
make me have dex saving
Two.
throw eventually.
Wait, plus wisdom?
I have a +7 as well.
Oh.
'Cause,
7.
I was supposed to have the...
7?
Cleric.
Okay, well, you three,
So I have that.
you are all frightened of the Krampus. So not Matthew.
No, not me.
But you three at the end, okay? So, a frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is in line of sight, and you cannot willingly move closer to the source of your fear. Yes.
If line of sight means seeing, can I close my eyes theoretically and...
Yes, you can.
I've been waiting for this moment for a fat
Does
minute.
it count as a humanoid?
Hold on, just give me a second to calculate how I would do this.
Is humanoid in this, like, is humanoid its own category, like aberration and construct?
Yeah, it's a group amongst those.
It
so
is
like,
not-
See what I'm thinking?
It is, well,
Yes, I do.
it's
So-
not a humanoid.
I'm gonna cast darkness.
Hold on. That was the Krampus's turn. Now we are to Rular. Rular, you're up.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do first is let's do that spell again. I'm going to cast name of it, this spiritual weapon, which basically just floats above his head. And
Well, you said you cast it before, so
oh,
I'm
I
gonna,
did. That
I'm gonna
counts?
let you.
That
Sure.
counts?
I'm gonna
Okay,
let you. It's
so
already out.
when I cast it before, it took the form of a dragon's head, and it's as for my bonus action, which is the attack you make it with a bonus action. It just like chomps down on his head, and it's just a normal.
It's a
attack roll.
bonus action.
Yeah, I believe so.
Interesting. Okay, so this
yeah.
doesn't get advantage because it's a bonus
No,
action.
it's both. Yeah, no,
I
it's just
think,
a normal,
right?
yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, it's,
Because you have advantage
yeah,
on
I do it like a normal
attack
hit.
rolls.
It is an attack roll.
It is an attack roll, so it is disadvantage then.
I don't have a frightened though.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you get to attack and
It
do
does,
this bonus action.
does it hit for 19?
Yes. So is the spiritual weapon does he get to attack and then his spiritual weapon attacks too?
No, it is its own attack.
Okay, gotcha.
Like it's just like
It's
it's,
its own-
just
it's its own
chomping
thing.
down.
Sure. Okay, go
and
ahead.
I can still attack. Like it's
19
not.
hits?
The spell stays for like a minute or whatever. Yeah, it's 1 minute, and it does 8 damage.
Nice.
And then for my action, I'm going to use the Radiant Soul trait, and it these beautiful like golden glowing wings, like they're not actual wings, they're like they're just like a magic construct, just appear from behind me, and I float about 5 feet up into the air.
Nice.
Cool. Cool.
That's
Okay.
as cool as I am.
Fantastic. All right. Now we are to
That's how I remember how big my feet is.
Boniface.
all right. So, am I within range
To let's see.
to strike?
It looks like it. It looks like
Sweet.
if you got up to him
Then
that
I am
close.
going to strike. I'm going to recklessly attack so that I have advantage to counteract my disadvantage to attack at a regular.
Optimal.
That's a 24 to hit, an 18 to hit, and a 22 to hit.
How are you attacking 3 times?
Because as a berserker barbarian, I may attack as a bonus action on my turn.
Okay, all right. So
Nice.
3 attacks and they all hit. So go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, so that is plus 9 plus 13 plus 13 plus 16 plus 12. 13 plus 16 plus 12, whatever that is.
I got you.
Alexa.
41 damage.
Oh!
All right, fantastic.
But all attacks have advantage against me.
Yeah.
Gulpy.
All right, so
what I
that was
do.
nice. So what
my
were you
one
attacking
thing.
with again?
My great axe. So yeah,
All right,
just
so just going ham on him, and he's just, I mean, he's he's got these birch branches. He's got this big chain, and he's like taking your hits, trying to block him. But you can tell it's taken out of him. He's getting hit. Okay.
May I roll to get out of fright at the end of my turn, or is that how the head works?
Yes, you guys can now, if you are frightened, you can make another wisdom saving throw.
16?
19.
Well, only after you attack. Okay, so that doesn't count.
Wisdom.
All right,
Oh,
so
it's like I was
16.
plus seven, sorry.
Those 3 hits are just so like, you're not afraid of him anymore. So you shake off that frightened, so you can go and give me that card back.
I had.
Wow, that's not pleasant. I don't like that.
Deckofmany.com for the reference cards.
Yeah, these reference cards are amazing.
And you're immune to his fright for 10 more
Here,
minutes.
that's cool.
Okay,
What
next
are the rules on that?
is
I don't have a card
Axie.
on it.
That could be a fun
Axie.
throw.
Axie.
You're up, Axie.
So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna give a little bit of
Where is
assistance
it
to my
real quick?
friends
Invisibility.
by
I just
using
lost it. Okay.
You have to speak up so that the microphone's going to be loud.
thinking. So I've already used that, haven't I?
Yeah, you've already used
Yeah.
it.
So what I'm thinking is
Yeah,
I'm gonna use shape water. But hear me out. So my guys, I'm gonna use it to restrain Krampus. Like I'm gonna use the ice to hold him down.
Okay.
And like kind of like you know how like you in Thor Ragnarok he was kind of like in just a cone. I'm gonna make that so his arms are restrained, his legs are restrained. It's all the way up to his head.
Those poor children. So when you do that,
No, it's not holding his back.
Would that be restrained or grappled?
It would be restrained.
Yeah.
So let's see. You're just going to give that a shot. Then what the Krampus is going to do as that comes up, he's going to make a strength check to see, as a reaction, to see if he can. Well, he'll do that his next turn. Okay. So the ice comes up. The children scream because it's very cold as it's coming up to them, even though it's not touching them. If you're trying not to make it touch them. But it goes up, and the children are screaming, and you can hear like extra loud teeth chattering, and he is temporarily, just for right now, he is restrained.
Guys, he's restrained.
Mr. Hernandez, I was
Yes.
just looking at the humanoid thing, and it's any creature that like is shaped generally like a human, unless
Dragons
it's
are
like
not
gigantic,
shaped like humans.
Not a dragon. No, I'm talking about that's something else. I'm talking about that he's Krampus the humanoid. So would he be technically?
I mean, he has a head. He has got eyes, a nose, and a mouth. He's got arms. He's got legs. If a satyr is humanoid, then I would say Krampus is humanoid.
Yeah, satyrs are considered humanoid.
Okay.
Because Krampus is just like an evil satyr.
An evil big satyr.
Yeah. Okay. Next was
with really big horns.
That was.
He's just old.
Oh, if you don't know what a satyr is it's a guy that has like goat legs, and goat hooves, and like little goat horns.
So
watch Chronicles of Narnia: Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe.
Yeah. Percy Jackson.
Sesame.
Jinx.
Sesame.
Okay.
Okay.
Sesame.
There we go.
Do your thing.
What are like the surroundings like? Like what is ice around us to touch? Is there a key that we could see for the lock or?
You don't see a key anywhere. No, you don't see any key on him. Especially you can't because he's up to his neck in ice. She cast ice all around him, so he's like stuck up to there, and the children are screaming because it's freezing cold.
Okay.
Okay.
That is.
Think of the children.
Where's Krampus on? Which one do you see?
He's the big one.
The big one. Okay. So. All right. Cool. So I was just.
Y'all, you do realize he's restrained, right?
Yes, I'm aware. I was just making sure.
Making sure.
I'm going to cast Tiny Servant.
What does it even do?
He's my servant for 8 hours, and he's invisible.
I was thinking of different. So you have an object that you have to touch to make your tiny servant.
Oh, okay.
And it can't be held or worn by anybody else.
I'm sorry. I was
so
is there like an ice pebble around?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm just gonna
take your hempen rope out and make it. I'm pretty sure you have rope. You should just take your rope out and animate it.
Wait, okay. Can I take something off my clothing, put it on the ground, so I'm technically not wearing it anymore?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What do I have in my?
You should have.
Dude, that
rope in
the hot cocoa that the little villager boy gave us. I'm going to make my tiny servant.
Are you gonna drink it first?
Do my hand. Yeah, I'll chug it and then animate it.
Oh, from We High Five.
Okay, so
yeah.
now basically consider it for the rest of this combat because it lasts for 10 minutes, and each round of combat 6 seconds. So consider it for the rest of this combat probably that. Oh, there it is. That you can re-roll a 1 if you get one. Okay,
Is it an action to drink?
It is, but I'm being very generous in saying that she chugs that hot cocoa, gets this thing, and now she and
I was just wondering.
Spreads little legs, has a little bow tie and suit with a little butler hat, and just.
I don't know about that, but that would be like a minor illusion spell I'd allow you to cast. But anyway, he gets the little arms and legs. He's still the little leather pouch. Okay.
She has minor illusion.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe next time I'll let you cast minor illusion to make him look like a little butler or whatever.
Can I roll to get out of frightened, or?
Yes, now you can, because that's all allowing you to do. But now you can roll to get out of being frightened.
Get out of my frightened at the end of my turn.
7.
It's fine.
Okay, sorry, you're still terrified.
Cool.
Next
I'm pretty sure I didn't mind.
was that Sesame. Okay, now we're back to Krampus. Now Krampus is going to make a. He's gonna make 2 attacks. So one of his attacks. Yeah, I know. So he's gonna one of his attacks is to break out. Yeah.
And they're at disadvantage. It says for restrained.
Ah.
Yeah. Because he's like bound or whatever. Kind
So
of.
he can't
Okay.
move.
Fair enough. Okay, so he's trying to get out. He's trying to break out, and ooh, that's not great. Let me see here. Okay. Yeah, so he gets one hand up. So this. Oh wait, no, sorry. No, he does not. He tries. His first attack, he does not. His second attack, he does not. So he's trying to use his weapons to get out of the ice, and he can't do it.
Optimal.
Okay. That is his up. Next is Rular.
Okay, so I for my object interaction, which is not it's not part of a turn. It's part of the turn, but it doesn't count as an action or anything. Just for everyone at home. I just put my mace just in my sheath pocket, whatever. And I fly directly at the Krampus, and I basically hit his face and do a roll over him, and I cast Inflict Wounds. Which do I get advantage because he's
Restrained creature attack rolls have advantage.
Okay, it's an attack roll.
But he also has advantage on saving throws against spells. So are you going to make a saving throw?
No, it's not a saving throw. It's an attack roll.
Okay, gotcha.
It's one of those
okay,
spells.
then you get advantage.
Okay. That one, I have to reroll this one.
Wait, and other magical effects.
Okay, that's 17 plus 7.
But it's not a saving throw. Got you. Okay. Yeah, that will hit.
And that would do 3d10 damage.
Oh gosh.
Which is is that no, it's 16 damage.
Nice.
Against him. 16 necrotic damage. Just I don't know if he has a.
Good to know. Okay. Thank you very much. And that was great.
And then I'm gonna continue flying away. I'm gonna fly back above him.
So you go over it, and as you
I do a face roll, and
this black sort of veins appear in his head as it obviously goes way down, and he's did not like that very much.
Nice.
And Bonnie Face.
Alrighty. We are just going to and that we're just gonna get as up onto him as we can. I'm not sure how big this is. If we can climb on him, we're climbing on him. We're up there.
He's in a mound of ice, so.
So we're climbing on this mound of ice and just hacking away, zero concern for anything
on his head. Gotcha.
Yep.
Dang it! I forgot about that thing I
was. The first attack was only a 13.
No hit.
Then a 19
hit,
and a 16.
No hit.
Alrighty. So that is 11 damage.
Okay. All right, doing real well here. Next up, Bonnie is Axel, and then Sesame.
I'm gonna do a thing and run up and use Flurry of Blows, and on where he was wounded. Boom! But Flurry of Blows, That means I can spend a key point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. So
Sounds great.
Yes.
Go for it. Start rolling those d20s.
After you take it, so you have to attack first, and then that's the bonus action.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
But in essence, 4 attack rolls.
Yes.
18 plus
Okay, that's gonna hit.
bonus is 7 to hit. Plus 7.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that'll hit.
And
Again?
so, let's see. That's well,
8
still I have
plus-
7 is 15.
15 does not hit. You have the nice little dice tray right there. So nice. It makes a nice
10.
sound.
Not very nice.
10 plus.
Ow.
3 plus 7 equals 10.
Okay, gotcha. No hit.
You have 1 more.
Oh yeah, you have the 4th one too.
14 plus 5 is 9, or 14 plus 7 is 21.
Okay, so 2 hits.
So that's 2d6 plus 8.
Yes.
Nice.
5. 2, so that's 7 plus 8 is 15 damage.
15.
Well, that's pretty good. We're getting some pretty solid hits off here.
And then I'm going to yeet myself away.
Interesting. I guess that you can. But as you do, you make this hit, and then like you miss, like it glances off his horn. You miss, it glances off his horn. You do another hit. You jump off, and as you jump off, he says to you, "You can't even hit the guy encased in ice. You pathetic, whimpering fiend." And you take 3 psychic damage.
Is that vicious mockery or what? Isn't there a saving throw for that?
No.
There's not.
Oh wait, no, yes. You do make a wisdom saving throw, yes.
Oh, that's probably
wisdom save.
Nat 20.
Okay. All right. So you feel something evil kind of trying to creep into your brain that wasn't just an insult, but you sort of like bat it off.
I just kind of look at him like, you're really resulting to petty insults. Wow, how professional.
Okay.
Oh, fear. Don't you still have fear effect on?
Do you?
I do.
Are you still frightened?
Oh,
Can I roll
so
the-
all those were at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna let you. Here's the thing. I'm gonna let you keep those, but I am gonna say that you take that 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
Okay. So take 3 psychic damage. He got under your skin there.
I still have like 40 hit points.
Sure, I know. I'll let you have it. Don't forget the frightened thing.
You should roll against
again.
it though.
Yeah. Can I roll against it? The frightened.
I'm gonna say no because you're able to. You moved and you hit me in your frightened state on accident. I know, but I'm gonna let you say you're still frightened at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, and Sesame, go.
So, okay, in terms of Tiny Servant, is telling him to do something my action for this turn.
Does it say? Who would have to say?
No, I don't have the card for it.
That is true. Let me check.
I think if anything, it's bonus, but I don't. That's one.
Is that the Flash logo?
Yes, it is. You're welcome.
Do you have the player's handbook over there?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, but this is Xanathar's guide.
Yeah, the Tiny Servant would be a
So
Xanathar's.
I'm just gonna make a real quick go at it and say that is your action if you're gonna tell him.
As a bonus action, you can mentally command a creature within 120 foot of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Bingo.
do something, and then with your bonus action.
Okay, so I want to.
Are you still frightened, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, so you cannot move willingly towards him.
In just pure Sesame fashion, I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion on Tiny Butler to make him look like a tiny butler.
Okay, so cast. You make him into
It's
a
a
tiny
character
butler.
choice.
Hey, she gets disadvantage against attacks against it because she's frightened. But with my disadvantage, then it would even out to nothing. But
Oh, you do.
anyway, so
I still have
use your
this.
action to cast. So now he looks like a little tiny. What do you want him to look still like the pouch, or does he look like something totally different?
No, I want him to have like a little suit and like bow tie on with like coattails and whatever and a little top hat.
It's
that
her
absolutely
game.
necessary?
It's her game.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Done. You have a tiny little butler manservant thing, and now you can use the bonus action to tell him what to do.
I'm not gonna. Is the bonus action only to tell him what to do? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that
I'm going to tell him to go behind Krampus and look around the children and like that little area, or at least like try and see if he can find something that could possibly unlock the cage.
Okay. So you see him. He goes off. Okay, and we're back to Krampus. And I'm just, instead of using my attacks, I am just going to use a strength check to try to get out of the ice. So that's going to be his one action. And he gets out, so his arms, I'll just say at least his arms burst out, so now his legs are still stuck, but he's got reeds in one hand and his chain in the other. And now anybody who's within those range, which a lot of you are, he's right there for it. Okay, that is now...
Wait, I'm supposed to roll out of frightened, right?
Yes, you can do that real quick.
20.
Yep. All right, you get out. So your tiny servant gives you the courage to...
I watch him go off. I'm like, yes. Yes.
My son. All right, next is Rular.
Okay, so, hold on. So first I totally forgot about this last time, but I'm going to use my spiritual weapon that's still hanging over his head to, my bonus action, like, have it come down and bite him again.
Okay.
And that's an attack roll for... he's advanced.
Yo,
14?
BB-8 could be like a mount for
14 hit?
tiny
Does not hit.
servant.
Darn. That's good. I'm happy I had advantage because I rolled a nat 1 for the other one.
Okay.
Okay, and then for what I'm going to actually do for my attack is I'm going to fly back over towards him and use inflict wounds again.
Okay.
Which is also here. And that is... I missed. I missed again. Because I got the same thing.
Okay, so...
Not good.
So the spiritual weapon tries to bite, but with his... Now that he has, like, his upper body sort of back, he dodges that dragon head, he moves out of the way, and make a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw? I had advantage because he's making it, because it's a spell. It's a spell. So does it count as advantage?
What?
Because he's restrained?
He's not restrained anymore.
Or do you not?
No, I mean he's still restrained, but you're making a saving throw for a spell. So the fact that he's restrained has nothing to do with you making a saving throw.
Okay, it's just attack rolls. Okay, I thought it was sorry. That would be 20.
20? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
not nat 20, but
okay. Yeah, he says to you like, "What? Why can't you hit me? I'm right here." But it doesn't seem to have much effect on you.
Just rude.
Next is that was Rular, Bonyface, and then Axie, and then Sesame.
Yeah, Bonyface is furious, recklessly attacking, just swinging to the fences. First one is a 25 to hit, and then a 17 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
And then a 27 to hit.
Those will hit. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
That is 11 plus 7 is 18 plus another 8 is 26 plus another 6 is 32.
Okay. Oh
Slashing.
man, you just go ham on his exposed body, just ripping into him with that axe, and he's taken a ton of damage, and he does not look good at all.
Probably nothing.
And my MacBook is about to die. Don't die, little MacBook. Next.
Do you want me to grab a character?
It's all right. We'll be fine. Next is, Axie, then Sesame.
All right. What can the mint do?
Lets you roll advantage on whatever you want. And if you're still frightened, you can save it for that.
I'm gonna save it for that first off. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I still have key left. I'm gonna do a flurry of blows. I drop my d20. It's fine. Thank you. Kind soul. I'm gonna spend a key point, and I'm gonna do a flurry of blows. So, 17 plus 7 is it hits. Let's just say
that'll hit.
And so then that's what? How many? 9 plus 7 is 16.
That will not hit.
That failed.
What was that? Was it a 1?
It was a 2.
It was a 2. Okay, that does not hit.
26.
Okay, so 2 hits. Roll for damage.
Alrighty. And then I can spend another key point and make another unarmed strike. So that's what I'm gonna do. Is well, I have key.
Did you do flurry of blows?
Yes.
That's or you've used your bonus action to do so.
Okay, but It says when you use the attack action. Oh, it says
adds a bonus
monk
action.
app. Okay, never mind. Oh wait, no.
Use that dice tray. Our own Henry Kirshen made that for the D&D Club. Crafted it himself.
9.
Shout out to Henry.
5 plus 4 is 9, so that's 18. Bludgeoning. 18.
Plus 18? Okay. Okay.
Oh, and then can I use my mint to get out of fright?
Yes.
Well, you use your mint, you roll at advantage.
Yes. So she's going to roll for advantage to get out of the saving, or to get out of that. Okay. D20.
3. What's
Roll
my
again,
mint?
advantage.
15.
Okay, so that those 2 hits make you feel real good, and you're no longer frightened. I'll take that frightened card back, so that you're not have to worry about it. Okay, well, boom, boom, you hit this guy. I mean, and Krampus just does not look good. His nose is bloodied. His one of his horns kind of looks cracked, and kind of exhaustedly just heaves a little bit. And you hear something behind you. It sounds like sleigh bells. And this loud scraping sound, and as you hear just like stalactites just sound like they're just like exploding out of whatever this is.
It's a white dragon.
And a big red sleigh comes crashing down, just plows that snowdrift, and Father Yuletide, supposed to be the real one, looks at Krampus, gives him a good hard stare, and says, "Looks like you've been bested this time, as you always are." And Krampus just breathes heavy, smashes his legs out of the ice. "How come you always win, old man? You always win. I plan on it. Drop the children." Krampus heaves off the cage of kids, and that thing that was glowing, you kind of stopped him from continuing to work on that. Krampus turns around and appears as though once the children get off of him, that it's easier for to do what he was doing, and he waves his hand, and that there was a glowing disc on the ground that widens, and it's only glowing like blue around the edges, but it's just deep, dark black inside. It's big enough for him to fit inside. And he looks at all of you and just says, "I'll see you next year."
Sure. Have fun.
And he, like Gandalf-esque, just drops back and just into that void. And
I throw the oil.
Can I run up to the hole and like just throw a fireball down there?
A fireball. Use fireball.
You're gonna cast fireball down the void.
Yeah.
Compass. I guess go for it. Okay.
It's a dex save throw, right?
Yeah, I'm actually going to grab onto Krampus and go down with him. So I'm gonna take this fireball too, but we're going down to the ship.
Can I cast Sanctuary on him?
Okay, all right. So you're gonna cast Sanctuary on him, and okay.
We're going with Krampus, man.
Okay, all right.
As I dive down the hole with them, because I'm flying.
We're giving him a year of misery. We're giving him a year of misery.
Okay, so you're all diving after Krampus as he's going down.
Am I the only one still up there? I didn't go in the hole.
There's no reward down here.
Okay, so you all dive down there? Dove down there?
Yeah.
Okay, so what Axie sees is Sesame sees that blue void after they all jump down and just go, and it closes.
Uh-oh.
And Father Yuletide looks at you and says,
Wait. The tiny servant comes out or like around the corner going, "You didn't find anything."
I can't save them. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh my, this is not what I had planned for you all. Oh, what the heck. And Father Yuletide reaches into his bag and pulls out a glowing red Christmas ornament and smashes it down to the place where the portal was. It opens back up, and he says, "Hop aboard."
All right. Is there a reward down there if I go?
Have you been a good girl this year?
No.
No, she hasn't.
No comment, and I jump down.
No, she hasn't.
No comment as I'm going down.
So, as you jump onto his sled and Father Yuletide goes down into the portal, who knows what dark fate awaited all of the players as they tried to end the eternal war between Krampus and Father Christmas forever. We'll never know exactly what happened, but it's a warning to us all.
Don't jump into portals.
You have been warned. You have been warned.
Tiny Butler went with us.
Thank you. And BB-8.
BB-8, BB. Okay, we gotta make something clear though. Tiny Butler
was
riding BB-8,
like a little.
Now that we're in eternal darkness, it doesn't really matter. You can't see nothing.
Well, folks, thank you so much for tuning in and watching us. We hope that you enjoyed that twist ending. What I thought was going to happen at all when Father Yuletide showed up. But
wait a minute, what about the kids?
But still very cool.
They're just
They're
themselves.
stuck in a cage in the middle of an ice fortress. We forgot about the children.
Dang it!
Yeah, that is what happened. So.
No, I can't have it end that way.
Sorry, time's up.
Father Yuletide will maybe save him, we hope.
Yeah, can we say Father Yuletide didn't go in, he saved him and brought him back?
No, it's just...
Sorry. You guys already sent the Father Yuletide.
The children are gone. I'm sorry.
You never know. Maybe Father Yuletide had some friends with them that went in later. Or maybe that some people from the town, after you guys have been gone for so long...
the dwarf.
Goblins. No, the dwarf. The dwarf let us.
Yeah, well...
He takes the kids back.
Now, see, the thing was, not to let you too much know behind the scenes, but Father Yuletide was supposed to get you guys and the kids out of there because you remember how you got in the first place? Down that really treacherous...
You didn't have to follow.
That's true. Anyway, so... that's that, and the moral repercussions of the rest of the story.
We're probably in the Underdark now.
We'll never know.
Probably worse than the Underdark.
Again, thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you and yours have a Merry Christmas. Father is headed to confessions right now. Yeah. Before you go, Father, can you close us out in prayer?
All right. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for allowing us to gather here this afternoon for this wonderful time of entertainment, of recreation together, that we ask that you continue to protect us as we go forth, that you bless each and every one, all of us here as well as all of those at home. We pray this like all things in the name of your beloved Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Father, Son, Holy Spirit, amen. Happy Advent. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Thanks again to our crew, to Jake Dean for color commentary, for being our backup. Thanks to Mr. Travis Newkirk, who provided some little captions to help clear up any confusion that we had. And again, thanks to deckofmany.com. Thanks to Monty Cook Games and everything. Thanks just for all your support. Merry Christmas to all. To all a good night.
Merry Christmas.
See,
we gone.
Look at them little feather boots.